Try not to be a cunt, it's Christmas. Take a tip from Santa's home. A box saintly cherry, have another cherry. Try not to be a cunt, try not to be a cunt. Look, there's the reindeer, I'm sleighing up to Lapland. Try not to be a cunt. C-U-N-T, country, country, cunt.
I know what it's like, baby. Yeah, I know what it's like, baby. See some titties in the club, you know what I'm saying? And I got one thing to say to you, baby. Let's get them fucking titties up and have the fucking club, girl. Come on. Somebody take your titties out. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. No, somebody take your titties out. No, oh, yeah. Somebody take your titties out. Fucking titties, I know, yeah. I know, yeah, 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 yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turning down, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And then boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck.
After Jesus started live streaming and the chat filled up, he began to go off saying, W to those who aren't thirsty for this mid-life, for they will have eternal life. W to those who take L's from this life, for they will receive an everlasting W. W to those who don't throw hands, for they will secure the eternal bag. W to those who want help passing God's vibe check, for he will say bet. W to those who don't cancel others, for they will not be canceled by the top G. W to those whose spiritual fit is immaculate, for their hearts will be cuffed by God. W to those who turn ops into bros, for they will be called CEOs of peace. W to those who catch hands for being valid, for they will not be left unread by God. W to you when the ops be capping hard, and to you so very dirty because you're my fam. Trust, you have crushed it, and have the eternal W, for so they did the true bros before you.
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves, slaves, slaves.
Recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
Fuck yeah, buy, sell, buy, sell.
What are you guys doing?
Shut up, Ugg, we're fucking crypto gurus.
You're literally buying coins because the names make you laugh.
Okay, now type in shit, piss, fart, poopy, butt, ass coin, see what comes up. Yeah, okay, I just bought it.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Let's fucking go, we made 100K!
What?
I knew a motherfucker who was so ass at trading that this nigga became good at trading from literally doing the opposite of what the fuck he was gonna do, gang. That's how shitty that nigga was at trading. That every decision that nigga made, the stock literally did the opposite every single time. And so what this nigga started to do was literally, instead of him going with his first thought, he would do the opposite of what his first thought was, and that nigga would hit every time, gang. That's how that nigga became profitable, bro. I swear to God, bro. Think about it, gang. So that nigga literally became profitable from sucking ass at trading. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm not trolling, gang. I'm dead ass, bro. That nigga just had the worst luck in the market, bro. So what he started to do was, if his first thought was calls, that nigga would play a put and hit on that bitch, bro. That nigga ran it up off that shit, bro. I swear to God, to this day. To this day, bro, that nigga is a beast at trading from sucking ass, bro. Hey!
You want me to be rich? Your dad's fucking 50 and broke.
Yeah, you got women that are out here, they're like,
that, bro.
they want you to be rich at 25 when their dad's broke at 65. Your dad's broke at 55. You want me to be rich at 25? Get the fuck out of here. And then it's like they have their fucking divorced ass mom telling them, you know, you got to get married, right? It's like, why the fuck would I do that?
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
There's no way Cash Patel is this man's real name, because Cash Patel sounds cool. So I looked it up. Now, I'm not the best with name pronunciations, but is this nigga name Cash App? Is his name Cash App?
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, you guys. What's going on? It is I, Dollar Cost Crypto, here with the Fed that stole Christmas. Type 1 in the chat if the audio is coming in clear. Beautiful, beautiful, man. This has been a crazy year, bro.
It was a bad year because, look, I'm only 14. Look what it did to me.
14 years old?
Yeah, 14 years old. And look what I look like. For crying out.
This is 2025. There's a lot to be, grateful for. There were some good meme pumps. There was some good ratio trading, but overall the year has been what we call the round trip year, damn near. Not any really losses, but just kind of like it just kind of stayed. I mean, not even round trip really. It's more like just flat line, just stayed flat basically. The gray hair coming out this year, basically. But yeah, man. What's going on with you guys, man? Are you celebrating with the family today? Or you guys, I mean, what are you guys doing for I almost call it Thanksgiving, for Christmas? Let me see what we got here on Twitter. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's no way around that. I mean, we had kind of a crazy ass like I don't really care for Christmas. You must be Muslim or Jewish. I love saying Christmas. I say happy. Like, I don't say happy holidays to anybody. I just say, man, Merry Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I literally had someone tell me that yesterday. I don't celebrate Christmas. I was like, that sucks. I just walked away.
After Jesus started live streaming and the chat filled up, he began to go off saying, W to those who aren't thirsty for this mid-life, for they will have eternal life. W to those who take L's from this life, for they will receive an everlasting W. W to those who don't throw hands, for they will secure the eternal bag. W to those who want help passing God's vibe check, for he will say bet. W to those who don't cancel others, for they will not be canceled by the top G. W to those whose spiritual fit is immaculate, for their hearts will be cuffed by God. W to those who turn ops into bros, for they will be called CEOs of peace. W to those who catch hands for being valid, for they will not be left unread by God. W to you when the ops be capping hard, and to you so very dirty because you're my fam. Trust, you have crushed it, and have the eternal W, for so they did the true bros before you.
Definitely, man. Don't shit on kids who believe in Santa. I know a lot of adults who believe in alt season. Too soon, Angry Twinkie. Too soon, motherfucker. God damn it. Bro. Terrible. Shout out to Angry Twinkie, man. Yeah, W for the day off, though. The day off's pretty sick. But, I mean, I just chilling with my family, man. I was playing with my baby today and shit. I mean, we're doing all kinds of cool stuff, man. I was probably going to go watch Avatar today. I've heard it from a couple people that told me it's really good. Some people didn't like it. I mean, I don't know. I think people have gotten too much like a dick up their ass. I don't know. I don't know if it's the cost of the movie that's causing people to do this, or just, but like going to movies is like an escapism in a way, right? It's like I like it because like it's a set amount of time, and when it's done, right? But it's cool just to chill out and shit, you know. I don't know. Some people like I understand if you've been waiting for a movie for a decade and it finally comes out and you're pissed, but like most movies, I mean, it's just something fun to watch. Avatar was a good movie. I mean, the longest movie I ever watched was I think I watched Death Proof, double feature or whatever. I forgot the second movie. It was like Death Proof with something else, basically. Planet something, Planet Pain or Planet Zombie or some shit. That was like 5 or 6 hours in the movie theater, which is pretty crazy. But from what I've seen, bro, it's kind of crazy. Like the main evil character is starting to turn good, but he's basically like basically what I've seen is like the main character, which is the bad guy or whatever, kind of the white start. No, what is he? I think is actually a commander or something like that. He's like the main bad guy for the forces for the bad guys of the movie, right? He's like a white MAGA guy who falls in love with the fucking indigenous Asian woman. It's fucking hilarious. Who's also evil. So why not? You know, Colonel. Yeah, he's a colonel. Yeah, the colonel ends up like he's trying to get back his white son who's gone all native and shit, and then he ends up finding some crazy bitch in the jungle, gives her weapons to her people, and then he's like, damn, man, and then he ends up like falling in love with this fucking crazy bitch. Oh my god. Jungle Cooter, bro. But I mean, the biggest news right now, I guess, on the internet is really clavicular going vehicular, basically. Possibly killing some guy because this dude was stalking him and shit. I mean, that dude was fucking crazy, bro. So like, I don't know why. I mean, I literally saw this and all I thought was like in a boxer's voice is like, Clavicular the Vehicular Rodriguez. Damn, dog. Bro. I mean, this is probably this event's probably made him much more famous. If he doesn't get jail time for this, he'll probably get some community service. Maybe it's only going to make him bigger for the most part. But I've said like the clavicular top for the most part is if he does his surgery, his jaw surgery, and his like I think he's getting a nose job too along with it or something. I don't know why, but like whatever. If it ends up looking good, he's gonna have literally like an Andrew Tate level fucking blast off. But he's probably going to fuck it up if he does hit it because he's so young and, you know, lacking experience and stuff. Like I've just seen certain interviews or certain interactions where like you can tell he's 19 just because of how he acts. And everyone can get caught off guard, but he is incredibly intelligent. And I mean, he's handled himself better than I would have at 19. That's for fucking sure, you know. Did the guy pass on? I think he's in critical condition. I don't know if he died yet, but if he had died, he would announce it. So I'm guessing he's in critical condition. But calling Aiden was his first funniest shit. I mean, no, it was probably the smartest thing. Well, he signed under Aiden. Aiden's got fucking all the Jewish lawyers. Jewish lawyers don't celebrate Christmas, so they can work around the clock. It was probably the smartest move. Calling your parents is probably very stupid. So, yeah. Clav got exposed for doing his eyebrows like a girl on the podcast recently. I mean, look. This is something that happens with taking. Look, if I'm just being real honest with you guys, like I'm drinking right now. I'm having a little cocktail right now. I've been around the red pill for a long time. I've known about looks maxing for a long time, and if I'm being completely honest, this is as a guy who's I'm in my early 30s, like. I can take my ego out of it and just look at everything what he's saying just with like a clear lens. 90% of what he's talking or doing is probably correct, legitimately. It's just he's sensationalizing it a lot because to get views, right? It's like I do meth. No, he's doing like an Adderall additive or a different type, a dextrotoxin, I think it's called, or whatever, which is like a different form of like the meth. So they take meth and they either make it into Adderall or to make it into something else. So he's taking a version of that, which is prescription at a low dose. But then he's also doing coke. But at the same time, too, he's 19. Like, what else? I mean, I'm not saying like you should be 19 doing coke, but like at 19, I was drinking and fucking, going to parties and shit and going having fun. What else would you be doing? Like, it's the truth. A lot of what he says is truthful. Now there is some bullshit there. He's like one of the things that I like, he said this on Fresh and Fit, which I thought was total cap, but Myron's being nice and so is Fresh and shit. But like, I mean, I need Fresh to start being meaner to people, bro, because like the amount of people that like Fresh has gone on Fresh and Fit on the show and then they go around and backstab Fresh is like to the point where I'm getting very angry about it. Like, Fresh is a good friend of mine. He's a really smart guy, and he gives people so many chances because, like, when are you ever going to even see Myron anywhere where, like, he would see, unless you somehow caught him at the gym at 2 a.m. Like, why would Myron ever have you on unless you are literally popping off in politics? Like, the chance of you getting on Fresh and Fit without Fresh is like fucking 0%. Literally 0%. And then people are just attacking him. Like, they're these same people. Like, I actually got mad at Clavicular saying this because like, it comes across my, like, I follow these red pill people, so I see all their fucking likes and retweets and shit. And then he was saying Sneeko and what's his name what's his name Fuentes and stuff. I trust religious people. They won't stab you in the back and shit. But then he goes and stabs fucking Fresh in the back. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, bro, you're doing that and you're not religious. So that's pretty, I mean, I think that's pretty hypocritical, and also it's easy to like, I will say this, it's easy to like Nick and like, what's his name? Sneeko, when they're popping right now. When they're not popping, let's see you have that same energy. Because I don't see, because I've seen Myron and Fresh have that energy. When you're not popping and you need help, they'll help you. But when you're not, most people in this industry will fuck you over the minute you are not useful or you're a hindrance or you can possibly hurt their career from being associated to you. They fucking lose your number in a quickness. They want to return your call. I mean, it's just fucking bad, bro. So like, I do give him a lot of rope because he's fucking 19 years old. He's 19 years old. He's fucking young. I was that stupid. I was even stupider. I had no access to the internet, and in 19, I was like, I barely had an iPhone, and the YouTube wasn't to the same level it was today. Like YouTube, as we see it today, wasn't even around until 2013 to the same level. I mean, we had like our information was so terrible. Vlogs were like people didn't even know what vlogs were. Like the informational videos were pretty dog shit. It was like the most lowest grade memes at the time. At the time, it was the funniest shit in the world. But in retrospect, when you look back, you're like, that was cringy. But like, that's internet history for you as it was being built out. Yeah, the entertainment business would be a super loyal business. I know, but this is also too, like, whether Clavicular or any of these guys want to say that they're all in the red pill, and here's the same thing is like they're all in the red pill, like the black pillar. Like, I love that what the Zoomers are doing right now with the black pill is they're reframing the black pill as some other thing when they're red pill, because the black, like what a black pill person is a person who's given up hope. They're hopeless. And they're just traveling in the void with not the balls to kill themselves. Right. And it's like, it's utterly insane. Like all that's happening right now is the Zoomers are just rebranding millennial shit so they can have their own lane, and then they're shitting on millennials and Xers and shit and boomers. Of course, everyone shits on boomers. Boomers are pretty trash, but still, like that's all that's happening right now. Like they're rehashing nothing basically. 99% of their points have been around already. They're just changing the vernacular of it, and that's it. I mean, it's all information. Like lean max. I mean, lose weight. I mean, it's it's fucking crazy. But anyway, Because if you actually look at a lot of these black pill guys, they haven't given up hope, and then they're little. I mean, it's just insane. It's just they're just rebranding exactly. They're trying to. It's the same thing like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate saying he's not in the red pill when he clearly was in the red pill, and then he's like, "No, I'm not in the red pill." Well, yeah, nigga, you are, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You like whether you. I mean, you're outside of it. You're trying to be your own. You're in your own lane of it or whatever. But it's all under the same category. Like it's all in the same category and stuff like that. It's just like they're just trying to separate itself and stuff because they don't want to bow down. I mean, like, to be honest, like most of the people in the red pill talking about besides like actual like people like Day Game and everything like that, they're all just reciting fucking Rolo stuff. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, it's, everyone's just trying to find their own lane and basically said that they created fire, basically. But I will say this with the looks maxing side is technology has advanced. So peptides can help. Surgeries have gotten better. I'm not saying things don't progress, but like they're all basics that have been here a long time. It's just like it's the same thing. I told this to my brother, right? Like you could have 3 people saying the same thing. You could have an Asian, a white guy, and a Mexican saying the same thing. And they're all could get massive because there's a black guy looking to watch for a black guy. There's a white dude looking for a white dude, and there's a Mexican looking for a fucking Mexican. That's it. You can literally have 3 people doing the carbon copy, same fucking thing, but literally because their race is different, they'll literally have their demo and literally will ascend as well. That's why I'm saying if you're like in the looks maxing side, like there's this guy called Bromax, like I think he's doing it correct. Is like, all right. Let me just hyper focus on like, I looks max for black guys or whatever. And then you could have the same thing for a Latino. You could have the same thing for an Asian because there is differences there. Right. But it's kind of smart actually. But it is what it is what it is basically at the end of the day. Yeah. Pretty crazy. But the one thing that like Victor said that I just like was like, if I was hearing him on Fresh and Fit, right? Funny show, by the way, super good show. But like when he was saying that like he had like 3 digits and like like he's 19 years old and he's fucked like 100 plus women, maybe 203. It could be anywhere from 100 to 999 women. I was like, timeline that didn't compute really. If he was 26 or 28, yeah, of course, no problem, right? Especially with how like he's a good-looking guy and he's like tall and he's like in his middle of his 20s. That was one of the biggest. I couldn't believe like Myron didn't call him up, but also like I understand it. It's what it is, right? Maybe he was nervous, but like he could have said like, oh, I've slept with like 30 women in my life right now, because I was in a long-term committed relationship, so like I didn't cheat on her, but like right at the end there, I started cheating on her because this shit wasn't going anywhere. Yeah. It is a lot. Almost as cool as when Fresh said he has 1,000. 1,000's a lot. But Fresh has smashed a shit ton. At least when I was in Miami, when I was down there looking, bro. He'd have a different girl every fucking day, every day of the week. Literally, bro. So, bro has been laying pipes since he was 10. Oh yeah, for sure. I was like, Kyle, let me show the math here. So let's just say this is right. So let's just say he started smashing at 14 when he started doing steroids. So he smashed a new chick every week for multiple years, except when he turned 17, when he got himself his long-term girlfriend and he stopped cheating on her. So he smashed, let's do the numbers here. So he smashed 1 chick a week for 3 years. That's 52 times 3. So he smashed 153 women from age 14 to 17, then got a girlfriend, stayed loyal to her until 19, then dumped her, then started fucking again. Okay. Mathematically checks out, I guess. Oh, fuck, dude. That's so funny, bro.
By the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
Yeah, Fresh actually pulls, bro. I don't know why people, has money, has clout, and talks to a lot of women and stuff. So, like, yeah. Of course he does, bro. Where's Charlie? He said he's coming through and stuff. He's probably watching the Vikings win or lose. I would imagine. But in crypto news, there was a interesting thing. So be sure to so apparently Trust Wallet got compromised. Not entirely, but it looks like people who are using like the extension with like the mobile extension version of like the wallet and stuff. You have to I would probably move your funds off of Trust Wallet if you're using Trust Wallet right now, or update to the new iOS on the Trust Wallet, because there's some wallets being drained on Trust Wallet right now. So if you're using Trust Wallet, I would move your funds out of it before and let them fix the update. There is a new update that you can update your Trust Wallet to right now, the new version of it. But yeah, I would definitely probably move your funds off of it and stuff like that. So let me like I've already updated my Trust Wallet and stuff like that, but I moved some funds already just in case. But we've identified a security incident affecting Trust Wallet browser extension version 2.68 only. Users with browser extension disable it and upgrade to 2.69. So yeah, if you just updated it, it's going to be okay. But yeah, this is why you keep a cold wallet with a hidden password, definitely, and stuff like this. But like, I mean, $3 million of funds have been stolen, so that's Did RH say hex unaffected? Right. And nobody cares. This is why you got to keep a cold. I mean, yeah, that's why you have most of your funds on a cold wallet. But I understand something. There is a gigantic need for hot wallets. Yeah. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm tired of all the hacks and just buying RH tokens. So why are you only buying RH tokens? Why aren't you buying Bitcoin and Ethereum or Sol? I don't know. On my channel, I'm not a maxi at all. It saved my cycle. Our daughter Kusama dead for the most part. I mean, maybe they could come back next cycle and stuff like, because he sold out to the Chinese, so he has Chinese funding, just like Cardano has Japanese funding. So maybe Dot will come back next cycle and stuff. So it's not, we'll know if nothing happens next cycle, then yeah, Dot and Kusama are deader than fucking dead, basically. The whole layer 0 thing with Atom and Dot has completely fucking failed. No one gives a single fuck at all about that shit at all, unless it was so seamless. But there's no adoption on it. Like Atom's also gay as fuck, doesn't work at all. Dot didn't do shit this cycle at all. Oh yeah, buying Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've actually thought of doing a series during when some prices go down about buying maybe setting a model portfolio or something of just buying I'll buy smaller versions of what I'm buying, but I'll buy something like an Ethereum a week, or a DCA version of it, 10% of an Ethereum a week, or something to show what can I accumulate with a normal amount of money, and see what happens to the portfolio, and then watch Ethereum and Bitcoin completely underperform, and it's all altcoin runners the next cycle. Can you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? I started this in 26 or 27, and I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Bitcoin and Ethereum don't do shit for the whole fucking cycle, and everything else runs besides Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh my God, that'd be incredible, but very unlikely. But we're likely to see a lot of Ethereum movement next cycle, as well as Bitcoin movement. Obviously, there is a little bit of we are going to have more retail next cycle, because the refinancing boom that I believe is going to start happening. But we need to already dial those all season portfolios in a way, yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I still believe in Pulse Chain. I still have my bags of it, but it's just Richard fumbled the ball. I think he's been gone too long. He let too many retard whales make platforms to extract capital on it. I mean, he didn't make them do that. They did it themselves. And he allowed too much pissing contests and community fighting. And then, he had a bunch of retard fucking PHEX whales, and kind of, I would call them island boy retards, shit on staking. So then no one stakes it. So there's more liquid supply. And then also because there's a P copy, they doubled the actual liquid supply effectively from EHEX and PHEX. So then you have more coins to DCA into. So it's just a lot of fucking errors were made. A lot of errors, basically. big miscalculations. I mean, you need like, I think this is, I mean, if it's shown anything, it's like, you know, these are all quasi sort of like companies in a way. You need the CEO, and you need your investor con, you need quarterly updates, you need streams. We're in a streaming era. You know, it's very difficult. Like there's only Bitcoin that has that, where Satoshi left and died or whatever. It, you know, yeah. It is what it is. RH is, yeah, I mean, he's just crying about the economics of it and stuff, which is true. I mean, I don't think he said anything that was wrong, but like everything's going up. Everything's going up besides crypto right now. But I mean, I believe like if as long as like basically the Fed's basically pumping money into the market to keep the stock market from collapsing. But if they keep pumping money in the stock market, eventually it'll flow into the crypto side. The Clarity Act will really help crypto because then you can start a company. But if like the Aave situation is any indication, I mean, like right now, like the guy who created Aave, Stanny or whatever his name is, his community fucking hates his guts, and the coin's kind of dying off because they're showing DAOs are a bunch of fake gay shit, which I've said for a long time. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, it's just like, hey, I created this protocol. I have this token. I have a certain amount of income that goes back to I'm trying to create token holder value increase. But like, that's not what people are doing. They're treating it like, you know, after the first bull run, they stopped giving a fuck about the token because they've already like sold some of it already and made a bunch of their millions. And then they're like, and then they try to basically figure out a way to make their company more profitable so they can give out equity to raise more money for themselves. And it's, you know, that's the part is like, coins need to be equity in a way. So you know, these founders I mean, it's just like you start a coin, bro. It's like you're running a company, dog. You got to keep making it grow bigger and bigger and bigger, or hand off the reins and stuff. But then, if I hand off the reins, I won't have money. I won't have as much money. Well, then there you go. There's not the conundrum, you know. We're just, you know, we're making new things with crypto, but there's just some things that are they're just never going to go away. You know, we figured a lot of this stuff out in stocks. It's just the stock tokenomics are also pretty crap too, as well, you know, for the most part. Let's see, David right here with the $10 super chat. This will be the first year I pay taxes on my crypto. I'm down on some coins. Is now the time to sell and buy back for taxes? Well, I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your coins, but like people tax loss harvest, which is like they have to sell their coins now and they rebuy them January 1st, lock in that loss, and then basically are able to help them with your taxes. But there's like an upwards limit too. Like this whole tax loss harvesting thing is also, there's like a limit to how much you can claim as losses anyway. Like there's such bullshit. Like we don't really have crypto tax law. We just have rape. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I mean, the best thing, I mean, for a lot of people, sometimes the best thing to do is just don't sell shit. But like, you know, that you have to talk to your tax consultant, I'm no tax attorney, no tax. I'm not giving you any financial advice on that shit. But like tax law is such horse shit. Getting taxed on money you already pay taxes on to get taxed again on more gains is super fucking stupid. You know, I mean, sure, 10,000 or whatever the limit is okay if you don't make that much money. But if you got hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in a portfolio, it's like, who cares? You know, it's like, who cares? It's just so stupid. That's why I don't like selling any of my crypto. I mean, I have a trading bag, but I don't like selling most of my crypto because I just don't want to deal with the fucking tax headache. It's fucking annoying. If you buy and don't sell it, hey, guess what? There ain't no problem. There was no profit gained. It's all on paper. Beautiful.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's the
because the trading side of the portfolio is such a headache sometimes too. But like, you got to do it. I mean, the trading side of the portfolio, I mean, it saved my butt. Definitely saved my butt. That was some good ratio trades on meme coins, or not ratio. Yeah, I guess I went back into the coin. So yeah, technically, yeah. And it did make me more Solana. So it was a big W. So I'll say that. But like, you know, gold hits a new all-time high. Silver hits a new all-time high. S&P hits a new whole time. Bitcoin doing ass. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't doing that bad. They're just fucking. I mean, they didn't move for the whole year. They didn't crash. They're not like we're talking about like Bitcoin. Like we're talking about like Ethereum's at fucking $1,000, and we're talking about Bitcoin back at like 40K. Like, let's calm down, or 30K or whatever. Like, we're not down that much at all. We're actually not down at all. Like 2 months ago, we were at fucking 126,000. We're at 80 or whatever we at. Let's see. Because people are buying as like retard maxis, as retard fake maxis are selling their bags and shit. Like, okay, so right now we're at 87,000. We're literally at a $1.7 trillion market cap. We're at a fucking $350 billion market cap. We're doing okay. BNB is still at fucking $800. XRP, the standard, is still at $1.80. Like the dumb OnlyFans chicks are that chick that put like $2 million into XRP is still like not in loss yet. Like she's not even down that much. Like, where's she at?
Help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP.
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men, come this way. Help me.
Just put money into XRP and then you're set for life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all, whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
Yep. Lame. It doesn't stand for anything. Exactly. Or one of my other favorites.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000. XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000%. XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the SWIFT banking system.
Okay, Kay, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the SWIFT banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
I mean, you listen to that and then you're like, there's always going to be exit liquidity. There's always going to be exit liquidity, bro. Oh, fuck, bro. Don't forget the $40 billion a month, guys. Chill. Yeah, I'm not saying all that now. I mean, like, I don't think it's over. I haven't said it's over yet. I haven't said uncle yet. But I do think, quarter one will be a lot more bullish and stuff like this. But, like, we'll see if it's going to just be a fucking echo pump or it's like we actually start rallying, But, we got the Fed somewhere between January. Let's look, actually. Let me pull it up. Ay, Dios. ¿Qué voy a hacer? All right. No, I didn't watch it. I watched enough of it. I watched enough of it. I got the gist of it. Let's see, 2026 FOMC. So we got 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 meetings right here. Somewhere between these 3 meetings, they're going to cut another 25 basis points on the interest rates, which won't do that much. They need to cut more than that, but 25 basis points is still 25 basis points. And would you, with 25 basis points, and then basically with an additional, what was that, 120 billion? No, actually, I'm sorry. $160 billion of extra printing done between January and April with $40 billion a month. Not bad. Would I sell or hold my nobody if we entered a? If we entered a, I mean, sell it all. I'd buy. I think it would survive, but I'd buy lower. I just would buy lower. Of course. I mean, you got to be fucking crazy. But I wanted to show something to put some stuff in perspective, you know, like it is like this is like a really cool thing to look long term. Like you do get like you get rich for sure in crypto, but it's like it's not like a rich get fast sort of thing, right? So look at these prices. This is only back to 2019, right? 2019 Christmas Day, Bitcoin was $7,300. 2020 $24,000, 21 $50,000, 22 $16,000. That was a good Christmas, right? That we were screaming at people on FNF and every other show that could listen, you know, to go buy Bitcoin. 23 $43,000, 24 $98,000, and we're at 88K. Yeah, still at a 2x versus 23. It's just like we got to stop thinking. We got to stop thinking like children, man. It's just like you think in a few years. Like crypto thinks in monthly or weekly. What have you done for me this week? I mean, we literally think the way we trade and look at crypto is like a female. Is like a woman's only loyal to her feelings, her current feelings, right? Well, you got to think like a man. You got to invest like with testicular fortitude. Like the way I've always made money is I've been able to at least have a plan out for about 1 to 3 years, and being able to have that 1 to 3 year plan has made me a lot of money. Because most people are like the stock market trades in quarterlies for the most part, quarterlies. And then there's really diehard people that will buy no matter what, which at the end of the day, those guys, you know, because we're in bull runs, you know, they've gone insanely very well for themselves and gotten rich, or at least gotten well off, you know. Expand your minds, control your emotions. I mean, that's right. What's up, Crypto Boogeyman? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat. But, I mean, just look at that. It just keeps going higher and higher. Like, they're printing more money. There's the Bitcoin supply. The amount of Bitcoin being made every day keeps going down and down every 4 years. It's basically, it's like 90% out, 95% out. Like, the rest, I mean, basically, after this happening we just had, I mean, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, the whole supply, like, there's 19 million Bitcoin. It's all out. Like, what are we, like, we're trying to mine out an extra 1.5 million over like the next 100 years. Like, all the Bitcoin's out already. You know. I'll give you I want to give you some more sage advice. It's Christmas. I'm giving you big bro advice right here. Let me give you something my man Ric Flair says, man.
Now it's getting married. Oh my God. Why would you get married, motherfucker? It's the worst possible commitment you could do. Because as of the day you get married, 50% of everything is hers. I don't care how beautiful she is. Stay her girlfriend. If family Tina and the military boys want to wish him the best of luck, Matt says diamonds are forever, and so is Ric Flair. And that's the God's honest truth, brother. I'm a diamond. I'm forever. I've overstayed my welcome, and my name is Ric Flair. Woo!
Woo! Shit, man.
Fuck ISIS! Fuck terrorists! Fuck turbans! Fuck everybody! I hate all you motherfuckers! We're fucking Americans! That means nobody fucking stops us! We want our dick sucked, we get our dick sucked! That's what an American does! Ask the fucking pilgrims! Fuck 9/11! Fuck 9/11! It'll never happen again! We're America! You don't ever have to be afraid again! Fuck Obama! Fuck them all! We're America! Americans, you son of a bitch! Grab your guns! Go shoot somebody!
Oh my god, man. Fucking hilarious, dude. Ric Flair got divorced 5 times. I mean, just don't get married. I mean, do what you got to do, bro, or whatever. I mean, I know there's the religious side of it and stuff. I'm religious, but I'm not racist. But like, you know, I live. You know, you know, you can call me a lot of things, but you can't call me a liar. I honestly, you could call a lot of red pill dudes like fucking lies, basically, because like they say one thing on the internet and they don't live their truth. You can't say that about me. Cannot say that about me, you guys. Because I show my real self on camera. This is really me. That's why people meet me like, bro, you're so real. Like, bro, this is who I am. This person. Yeah, don't get the state involved on your shit. I mean, I do believe like marriage by church, but like, you know, putting a woman or putting a person in a place where they're economically incentivized to fuck you over is very, very fucking stupid. I'm a money man. That don't add up. Cents to pounds to sterlings to fucking euros to fucking Bitcoin to Gwei to everything in between, that don't make fucking sense to me. I'll lose it in a boating accident before I give it to you, bitch.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Oh my god, man. Fucking crazy. My shit is at my mama's home. My mama's name. I know, right? I messed up. I married a single mother. Yeah. There's a lot of red pill guys married to single moms, dude. But look, I will give some rope here because, like, look, this is, I've said this before. Like, if you're fucking 19 or 20 or 25, you're a fucking retarded motherfucker if you're marrying a single mother. A stupid goy motherfucker that deserves it coming to you. You deserve it. Stupid. Even non-real red pill parents will be like, mijo, tiene niños, ¿de verdad te vas a casar con esa? Like, look, like you get a pass for being young, like it happened to you and you getting out of it, but like, oh my god, man, like this is like you can take that experience and just try to teach men not to make the same mistake. This is why I believe this has been happening less and less. But there comes a time, like there's 40s and 50s, right? 40s and 50s, right? Where like look, this like here's the black pill. Is most guys are just in the 40s and 50s are just not good and not good looking enough and not rich enough to pull fucking 20-year-olds anymore. They're just not. They can say all this shit they want, but they're not fucking cut enough. They're not fucking rich enough, and they're just don't got the game for it, and they're not trying hard enough, and they're just not getting. They're not fucking 20-year-olds anymore. They're just not. So then they create all this copium and you know they start picking up fucking 30-year-olds and basically every 30-year-old going to meet, if they don't have a kid, they're crazy, and if they have, you know, and then so you're stuck in this weird shit where like every bitch you can pick up has a kid. You missed a whole lot. So like, you know, I know dudes are so thirsty right now. I mean, yeah, like it's insanity. Like, and I'm in the army. Well, it happens a lot in the army, but there's like there's financial reasons why people want to get married in the army too. More pay and everything else like that, better housing. Like, there's a whole crock of shit that you get like as benefits for being married and then having kids with this fucking retarded person. Bro, this like I think my red pill shit's rubbing off of my parents because my family got together and they were just shitting on retard Mexican dudes in our local town, in the local town my parents are from. But I've got getting ripped off by sending money to bitches in Colombia and then and then I asked my mom, like, were they at least fucking them? He's like, no, nomás mandando el dinero a esos pinches pendejas, dude. My parents were dying laughing, bro. I'm like, it's bleeding through, bro. It's bleeding through, bro. I mean, literally, I had my whole family laughing at retards of sending money to fucking Cuban bitches. Oh, having a great time.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Bro, they were roasting Sims, bro. It's gotten to that point too because the person had like he saved up. He had $12,000. He gave all the money in like a 2-3 month period to this bitch. Then she ghosted him, and then she's over there asking people to let him borrow money. You know, parents know this. Like, there is, like, if, like, you know, like, what would you do, right? I mean, what, like, it's like if you have a daughter or a son, right? Imagine this shit. Imagine you got a 21-year-old daughter or a 21-year-old son. In both cases, let's just say your daughter brings home some fucking 30-year-old dude, some 26-year-old dude. He's got 2 kids from some other, let's just say some other marriage, maybe the divorce. You'd be like, he has kids from other. I would tell my daughter, like, well, like, bro, like, this is the best you could pull. You got some dude that's got kids already, right? It's fucking crazy. Same thing with my son. It's like, you're like, he's 21 and he gets with some fucking 26-year-old bitch that has 2 kids, made from the same person. Or like, it's even worse if it's from two different dudes. I'm like, stupid. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I would roast the shit out of my son. I was like, this is the best you could pull, dude. Throw that bitch in the fucking trash and go fish again, dog. You're hitting so bad, bro. I might go out with you. I'm gonna go out with you and help you because this is so bad, bro. Like, I'd be like, Michael, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, I literally slapped my son across the face, bro. I punched this motherfucker. I'd be like, are you stupid? Have I raised you to be a retard? Have I raised you to be a retard? What is happening right now? Am I getting punked? Am I getting punked right now? This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. This is happening. This is why the red pill is so important. Shit. This is why they can never, like, all these little whether the Tates or whoever the fuck else that was in the red pill tries to get, it always comes back. Because, like, look what happened to the comedians, right? Like that whatever the Indian dude from the Brilliant Idiots. I know from whatever their show was and shit, right? With his wife or Will Smith, like, the red pill, it always comes back. That's the shit. They can't, like, it always comes back to the red pill. You have to take it. It's horrible because it does, like, the red pill in a way does kill a part of the love. Because, like, one of the hardest pills of it to accept is the burden of performance. Akash, yeah. Dad, she loves me. No, she loves what she thinks you can do for her. I'm gonna tell my son this when he's old enough. Besides, if she fucked you once, you could fuck her again. Classic, right? If she lets you hit, she's already told you subconsciously she thinks that you're better than her. This is facts. Because women only fuck across and up. So in her mind, if she's had sex with you, she already told you subconsciously, metaphysically, spiritually, that you are better than her. Period. The only reason people run away from the red pill is because they're trying to rebrand, because it's like, I don't go with those red pill guys, but I do my thing. Like and subscribe, you guys. Go join my school for only $10 a month. You can join the hypest era, the hypest aura. Like, can't even charge $100, bro. I mean, shit. Join the Citadel, baby. 500 plus members. Wank it, motherfuckers. But shit, that deserves a.
The science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill.
It keeps getting proven time after time after time, bro. You know, you know, the Fed that stole Christmas, bros. Jerome Powell kept the interest rates low for a whole year, and now fuck the economy. And now they're having to money print, but they're still like crying. It's good, you know. The reason no one wants to hit the red pill at a high level is because they don't want to get demonetized because they want to keep making their money. And anybody who, I mean, it's always about money, bros, at the end of the day. Almost always. Like, it's almost always. But, like, you need to make a living, right? If you want it, like, the best thing in the world is to help a bunch of people and get rich as fuck while doing it. Beautiful. Right? I want my 52K ETH. I mean, me too, bro. Me too. And I think we're going to get it. It's not until the fat lady sings. I don't think it's saying just yet. There's too many balding faggots on crypto Twitter saying that it's over. I don't believe these losers. I like, it's one. If I feel all right, fuck, we are breaking down. All right, fine, we'll sell. But then these balding losers don't have the balls to buy the low. They never have the balls to buy the low. They never do. I mean, have you noticed how most of these guys on crypto Twitter are bald? Have you noticed that? Like, how many of these balding dudes are fucking bald, bro? They're so ugly, bro. Like, I mean, fuck, man. Like, call it whatever you want to call it, gay or whatever, looks maxi and shit. But, like, god damn, there's a reason why they don't show their faces on camera. That's the reason. Like, there's a big testosterone to DHT. There's a big testosterone to DHT fucking problem in the world. Like, how do you have low testosterone and going bald? How is that possible? How do your body is self-regulating your testosterone so low so you don't create the androgens like DHT in order to make yourself bald, and you're still going bald? How? What should I do? What do you mean? All men deserve peace. I mean, obviously, just, you know. Now, of course, there's genetics involved, but, like, I think there a lot has to do with plastics. There's a lot of plastics and stuff. I mean, there's plastic in our balls. It used to be lead in our balls and asbestos. I think it was lead, asbestos, then plastic. It's an evolution. Insert copyrighted bald meme. That's right. I mean, it's true. It's not wrong. Let's full screen this stuff. Let's listen to some hope.
Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after? Many Americans are unaware
after Biden.
That behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many years out of date.
This is some of the most bullshit. So, like, look, let me pull this back down. So these macro events, like anything, it takes them 9 months to 2 years for this shit to really happen. But the macro is important. But macro sometimes, like, outside of the newsreel, which can pump the price temporarily, but long-term price movement is from the macro. This is where you can use for shorter time frames, and, like, I would say, like, 1 year and less to, like, 15 minutes. You can use charting. For macro, you can this is where you can make longer 5-10 year plans. If you see this, if America's going at least until 2028, like, you know, he's in charge and crypto's going to be positive. Crypto's only going to, as an industry, is only going to triple or quadruple in size. I would say probably by 28, the industry will probably at least double from here. That'd be a kind of a worst case scenario in terms of market cap. Like, the total market cap of crypto is currently about $3 trillion. So worst case by 2028, we're at $6 trillion. That would be kind of an underperformance, but let's just say we're $6 or $7 trillion, right? The Dems because the industry is so large and has been allowed, and then we have the Clarity Act and the Genius Act, and we have all these acts or whatever the fuck we call them, right, that are passed. They're going to allow these industries to really root themselves in, have bank accounts. The banks themselves are making stable coins. The whole world is making their own central bank digital currencies. Every company is making a stable coin in order to have remittances, part of the remittances company. Essentially the financial market, the financial side, which is like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, basically every major bank is essentially absorbing the money market accounts of the world. So essentially what's happening is that like financial companies like JP Morgan are getting in the stablecoin game, which means they're going to take your dollar deposits. You go buy bonds with them, give yield to keep the yield for themselves, or through some mechanism give the yield back to the user for competition for more of these dollars. And essentially they're going to absorb the money market accounts in-house now through stablecoins, which is going to just change the game completely, which is very interesting. So like this industry is only going to grow bigger and bigger. So like the Dems, wherever happens in 28, whether we get a Democrat or Republican, they're going to give concessions to the crypto industry because it's just going to be so much larger and bigger and more entrenched. But we are today joined by a wild Charlie. Hey, I think you're muted.
You're right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And no, the title today is amazing. The Fed that stole Christmas. I mean, I can't think of a more accurate title to end the year.
Right. I mean, it's absolutely what happened. It's absolutely 100 what happened. They played politics. Like I've said this before. I completely understand why they didn't want to play politics during the election. Fair. Okay. So they preemptively before it really heated up, they did 50 basis points cut sometime in the summer, right before the election, before the whole election cycle, before it really heated up between the presidents. Boom. It's actually interesting that I can say presidents because both of them were president. That's crazy shit. Right. But then Trump won. Cool. They could have cut in December, but okay. January. Nope. March. Nope. May. No. June, July. Oh crap. They wait until 75, 80% of the year's done. Then they start cutting slowly in September.
Yep. And adding no liquidity in the market at all.
Taking liquidity. We were quantitative tightening until December 1st. We've only been in quantitative easing technically since we've been easing for only 24 days.
Well, not even. They just ended quantitative tightening on the 1st, and then they didn't really start easing until well, I mean, you can argue both ways, but we really injected from the 12th, right? So
yeah. I mean, you're right.
A little bit before then. Yeah, a little bit before then they had, but like it was kind of like a break even.
I think they did $13 billion in overnight repos or something, but that's not that. I mean, well, there goes my fucking mouse.
How many eggnogs deep are you, DCC?
Oh, I'm a couple, bro. Well, I mean, I was ranting and raving, bro, about the red pill.
I got some. I don't know if this is Chardonnay or what it is, but I got something here with you tonight. So cheers.
I got a classic. I've been drinking all kinds of alcohol today, but currently I'm drinking rum right now. I'm drinking some Crown.
I've kept it straight to white wine today. So
beautiful. Salud, man.
And
I shouldn't say Happy New Year because we're gonna have a Happy New Year stream at some point.
Yeah, exactly. But all I have to say is, screw Jared Goff and the Lions. They can suck it. We beat their ass. So.
Oh, you beat them? Oh, sick. That's cool.
We ended their season. Packers, you're next.
Oh, bro, the Pack. Dude, have you even seen this? There's this guy going viral. He was a big Packers fan. He made like foam like cheesehead things, and then the Green Bay sent him a cease and desist letter and like try to destroy his business. So then he made cheese grater helmets, and they're going viral. He's like, classic Packer move, destroy a small business. Classic.
Yeah, I mean, it's classic big business, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, or you know what I would send? He's like, instead of cease and desist, he's like, all right, how about this? You pay 20 or 30% of fucking like royalties or something like that. You were allowed to keep doing it, or like you could do something like you're like, especially because it looks really bad and stuff. I mean, it might not be worth the paperwork, but it's just like small things you can do. Like, hey, sign up through this. 20% of gross sales or whatever the fuck, just like that, and you'll be okay to do it or whatever. Something like they could do. You get so much farther with honey than vinegar.
Yeah. Well, and people like it, right? So
yeah. with an actual, like, one thing I would add to it is, of course, with a standard with like a test of like quality, make sure it's not like something bad.
Right.
Based. Yeah.
Right.
Of course. That's
Well, but yeah, the NFL and how they work, just greedy as hell, want 110% of all IP, and everything, right?
I mean, shout out to NASCAR, shout out to the GOAT. MJ beat the NASCAR monopoly. You hear about that?
No.
So he owns it. I think it was a NASCAR. Yes, I think it was NASCAR.
MJ as in Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michael Jordan, I believe was it F1? No, I think it was NASCAR? It was a NASCAR team. And basically the team cost about $20 million a year to run, basically. Wow. And the team itself, in terms of revenue it generates, only creates 10. So this is almost the basic economics of all these teams, is that or cars, basically, is that even if you're winning and you're doing good on the placings and stuff, you're still losing money. So then you have to go out and get sponsorships. So like, in order for you to make money, you already have to have you're already $10 million hole just to break even. And then so you're basically, unless you're winning or you're in the top placings and stuff, you're not making any money at all. And almost every team in NASCAR is essentially losing money or barely making it by, basically. So
makes sense.
So basically they're fighting for more revenue share of like what they generate and stuff from the teams. And then basically like fucking MJ goes to court with like the fucking murderer's row of lawyers, bro. And they like NASCAR like will settle. they settled right away. Yeah. So like they might get some concessions. So like maybe an extra, like probably doubling the profits they get. So it's probably gonna be something like a team might only cost now 10 million now. So like it was a pretty big W for them and stuff like, because like, and I know if it went to court, they knew they were going to lose, because it's like none of these want to go to an antitrust, suits, because it's bad. Same thing like the SEC. The SEC never wanted to go to court, because if they lost a court case, what happens is they don't just lose the court case. It's like, imagine like the line between me and Charlie here, right? Let's just say each part's 50-50, right? The SEC, actually perfectly above your head, you see those raftings? Those are actually perfect examples right here, right? So normally with the SEC should only be able to exert its power up to the line of 50%. But what they normally do is they go about, farther. But eventually, if they keep pushing their luck, what happens when they lose a lawsuit is then they get regulated back, and then the line goes to here now or here. So instead of like, wow, we're now operating at 75%, now we're only operating at 25% now. Shit, I don't like that, because then now they operate less, they have less power, they have to fire people, their budget goes, because that's the number one thing in government, is that every year your budget gets bigger.
Well, and that's the same thing for all corporate companies too. It's like if the for example, for hiring within a company, if the HR doesn't use all their budget, it's like you don't use it, you lose it, right? So there are some hires that they'll do at the end of the year just to use up their budget or go a little bit over so they get more money next year. I'm like, that sounds like a good way to run a business. But those businesses often have a lot more leeway, but just because, they have so much money flow and all that stuff. But, nothing is too big to fail these days.
Yeah.
Except Bitcoin.
Except I was actually showing them I think that that dude, I forgot the name of the guy, let me see what I got in my profile here, but his name is Da Vinci, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
So he had posted this right here, which is a pretty cool representation of like what's the price. He didn't go down all the way back, but he went to 2019. Like the price of Bitcoin on Christmas Day was $7,300.
Yep.
24,000, 50, 16, 43, 98, and 88.
I love how if you almost pick any day out of the year, not every day, but a lot of the days out of the year, you kind of see a same pattern. It's like the max you'll see, what do you call it? Like, for example, you see 50K there in 2021, and you see 2022 and 2023 under, but then by 2024, it's back up, right? The max that I've seen on any of these types of things for Bitcoin when they pick a one random day is 2 to 3 years that it takes before it comes back above one of the prices that stayed below for a little while.
Yeah.
And which just shows you, if you hold Bitcoin for, I think the stat is, you can usually say you hold Bitcoin for 4 years, you're be in profit. The way that I say it to be safe is just if you hold Bitcoin for 5+ years, you're pretty, you'll be in profit. Right. And so, to be honest, that's a pretty good stat because, I mean, if you look at silver, right? Like, let's say you had bought it at $40 and then it went down to 30, 20, 15 or whatever, right? And then it came back to 30, set at 30 for a long time. Like, you could probably go back in silver's history and probably be like, yeah, it probably took you about 10 years, right, to be back in profit if you bought it a little too high. Whereas Bitcoin, like, just the way it's built with scarcity and everything, it's like literally the max you're going to have is 3 years that you have to wait, which, you know, might sound like a long time in crypto, which it is, but, you know, compared to macro assets, it's really nothing.
Yeah. You know, I finally have turned a huge profit on my silver, Charlie, after all these years.
Good.
Held since 2013 and 11. Fucking terrible, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, like, I remember I bought I think I bought it at like $32 or something like that. The original
back in what year?
Either 13 or 2011. It's been a long time, but like I made a big purchase. That was a big purchase for me at the time.
How much dollars worth at the time?
$7,000, $7,200 or something like that. That was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of money for me back then.
Imagine how much Bitcoin you'd have at that price. Oh,
I barely knew about Bitcoin at all. I think I don't.
No, I know. There's the things that say, like, if you could go back and tell yourself, you know, in 2008, like 3 words, what would you tell yourself? Right? It's like, buy Bitcoin 2010. You know, like. Yeah. But
yeah, because it's like there's a certain technical, like, it just was so difficult, like 2009 or it'd be like late 2010 when you could really find it. Honestly.
I remember the first time I ever heard about it was in a Japanese newspaper in 2012, and I just saw it in a headline, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting." So then I went on Google, found the article, and then copy pasted it to Google Translate it, right? And I was like, "Oh, that sounds kind of interesting." Like, but I was like, "This is probably too technical for me. I probably wouldn't understand how to even get it," right? So I was like, kind of wrote it off just based on you know, it being like a computer nerd thing. And then the next time I saw it wasn't until early 2017. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. That's like a 5-year difference, just you know, because it really didn't come up in the because the reason why it came up at the end of 2012 is because I think about a year later at the end of 2013 is when it hit $1,000 for the first time. And I think in 2012, it probably crossed a couple $100 for the first time. I know it hit $100 a little bit before that. But if I were to go back and look at the price, it's probably like $300 per coin or something like that when I first saw it. But that it was in 2012. So I guess, you know, I was in Japan. So the easiest way to have got it, if I would have researched it, would have been Mt. Gox. So whether that would have panned out or not, you know, who knows?
Yeah, it would have been so difficult and stuff like that. But like, you know, classic right here, bro. I know what to get everyone for Christmas, bro. Dude, this would make Lego would make so much money off of this set, bro, if they actually launched this. The Crypto Investor Meltdown set.
Yeah, you'd have to do both the bull and bear sets, you know, in different fashions, and you know, then somehow have them what do you call it, connect in some sort of what do you call it, like collage or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looks like fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, see. I agree with what Black Label Expat put in there. That's the best way to put it, probably. Bitcoin has no top because the dollar has no bottom. Exactly. And Merry Christmas to all the Moon Gang. And I think in the chat I've seen a Christmas from Twinkie, Jemmy, and a few others there. So definitely Merry Christmas to all you guys. Got to drink one for the homies.
Yeah, gold is showing green on the Lego set. Yeah, but it comes into. I've been around enough times to like, unless like, look, every market has their day. Every market has their day, and like silver has been like I've been saying for a long time, like silver should be like a couple $100. But like they were manipulating it, of course, for a long time. It's not. It's same thing with gold. Gold should be higher. The reason they don't want gold and silver, especially silver, not to be higher, is that it just shows that like how much the dollar has lost value, like really have lost value, and you know. It's probably not a conspiracy theory, is like that we probably don't have any gold in Fort Knox anymore, or not as much as we used to anymore, because we sold it or lent it out or whatever. It's probably not even lent out. It's more like we used it or we took loans on it, basically. So yeah, not good. Remember how
they gave it to all their friends. knowing how the government operates, right?
Oh yeah, I bet, dude. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh no, I don't know. An aircraft somehow hit into Fort Knox and destroyed everything. I don't know what happened to all the gold. The gold's gone, you guys.
It ended up in Somalia with ISIS. No.
Yeah. Let's go back to gold and silver coins. That would be cool. Sort of. It's just be really hard to go backwards now for most people. You can do it, but like it'd be very hard to do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be very hard to do that. Because then you actually, what do you call it? Start. It's like kind of like what do you call it with the red pill? It's like saying, hey, you know, your woman hasn't had accountability for 50 years, and now all of a sudden you're going to make her held her accountable for stuff. Like, come on.
Texas and Florida are on the gold standard again. Are they really? I don't know.
No, they're not. The one cool thing about Nevada is, and there's some states that have this with state printed money. Like basically there's notes that are given out by the state, and they're recognized by the federal government, but they're what do you call it? Not generally used as legal tender, but they're, if you go to the what's that pawn shop, Pawn Stars or whatever, that TV show, if you go to their pawn shop in Vegas, they sell these like $5 gold notes, and so they're Nevada based currency, but they are good as money, and they are what do you call it? The paper's basically made out of like a mixture between paper and gold.
Yeah.
And so even if, let's say, nobody was going to accept the note, you could still basically salvage the gold flakes off of the paper. And that would equate similar to the worth of the actual money. So that's kind of cool, but more of a collector's item.
Right. I mean, we've seen a couple of them. They're pretty, I mean, they're cool. I mean, they're cool, but it's just kind of like, you know.
Well, that's why I like Nevada, right? Because there's a few states. There's like New Hampshire, there's Nevada, there's Wyoming. There's a few states right out there that are just like, actually, I guess they go by the, it's not necessarily live free and die, which is New Hampshire's motto, right? Which I really like, but it's also.
That shit's so terrible. Live free and die.
Well, I mean, that's the mentality of the revolution, right? Against Britain.
Well, I mean, to a way, yeah. It's more like
no, not to a way. That's what World War II was about too. I mean, if you go back to any major conflict in America that actually meant something, right? Like that's what it comes down to, right? Freedom isn't free, as they would say. But I mean, you know, like it's not until you get people like, you know, I don't want to name specific politicians these days, but until you get people like Nancy Pelosi, Tim Walz, all these types, right? Once you have them running the government, like it's going to be, it comes down to the same thing. And yeah, you know, well, people are kind of sitting in their, you know, comfortable spots and everything. Nobody's going to do a revolution these days. You push people far enough though, when it comes to devaluation of money, right? And that might change. So, you know, it doesn't feel like that for our generation because we haven't had anything so existential crisis, you know, in terms of like threatening our freedom, really. Like, because I mean, we've had, you know, the global war on terrorism, but that's, you know, half a world away. It's not actually at your doorstep. I mean, it is technically when you look at New York City and stuff like that for some aspects, but it's not a perpetual thing, right? So, you know, some of those old concepts of America sound a little ridiculous now, but if you were to say to, you know, the revolutionaries who built this country, hey, look at how much we're paying in taxes now, they would be like, bro, like, what did I fight for? You know what I mean?
I'm getting there a little bit. I'm getting there with the taxes right now. I really am. It's fucking getting
I know.
so ridiculous. You know, Nevada's losing
the first time we had to pay taxes, you know, at a substantial rate, bro.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
No, as somebody, it's almost to the extent of like, you know, if it was anybody else stealing that amount of money from you, right? There'd be people trying to figure out, you know, hey, how do I get a dirty black hat something, right? To go find somebody and knock on their door. Like that's to the extent that they steal with taxes. That people, you know, that's why when rich people go and be like, okay, I'm going to figure out every tax hole loophole or whatever in the book. They don't do it because, well, they do it a little bit because they're greedy, but they do it mostly because they get so much taken off of them from the get-go that there is a glass ceiling on rich versus wealthy, right? It's a way for the wealthy to keep the rich down until they get smart enough to basically swindle their way into wealth by the I would say by the look of the IRS, right? Obviously they're not really doing anything illegal or bad, right? They're doing everything by the book, but the way the media paints it to the average Joe, because they're not in that situation, right? A lot of people don't understand that there is like a glass ceiling between rich and wealthy, and the amount of energy that it takes, and Bitcoin is, a form of energy, right? And money is a form of energy, getting that energy to get past the atmosphere, to go out into space, to get to the moon in terms of wealth, I mean, me and you know how much that takes. It's a lot, it's not easy. And I think that's what, and most common people will not have any sort of sympathy for that because they're not in that position, right? But, and rich people are really wealthy people, the billionaires, the 100 millionaires, those people, they don't give a shit either because they had to go through that at 1.2. So it's like, nobody's going to feel sorry for you when you're going along that path. So you just have to eat it and go for it. But, the IRS as an organization, are they, legal and stuff like that? I mean, they're legit stealing in a legal way. So, it's ridiculous.
And then there's the other side of it too. Like, legitimately speaking, I'm not talking about the states here. I'm talking about the federal government. The federal government doesn't even tax you at all. They can print money out of thin air.
Yeah.
Well, why do they tax?
What was the stat you said about the IRS not being able to pay for themselves, but they had to print more money or some bullshit like that?
Yeah, there's some horse shit like that. Like, there was the Federal Reserve said that there wasn't enough money in the U.S. banking sector in order to handle Americans paying their taxes on April 15th. So they have to inject about almost $200 billion into the banking sector in order to help them pay for taxes.
I would rather let the IRS go broke. Just say, screw them all. Oh, but Miguel, 300,000 people are going to be out of jobs. Good. Go do something legitimate. Go start a business. Go actually be productive.
Jesus didn't like the tax collectors, and the money lenders.
Yeah.
Well, but then also said, like, give unto Caesar what is he is owed, or whatever the fucking quote was, too.
If he's going to come onto my land and shoot me, I guess so. But come on, bring it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why you get things like, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but, you do get certain types of people, like, the guys at Waco, Texas, or what was the guy who was in the forest who was sending bombs out to different places, the terrorist, the domestic terrorist, was it Kaczynski? Ted Kaczynski?
Ted Kaczynski, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think the Unabomber, right? So, like, if you go back and look at his manifesto, I mean, I don't want I'm going to get on the NSA's wish list right here, but, like, what do you call it? If you go back and look at his manifesto, he's a really smart guy. He's fucking crazy and he hurt innocent people, which is bad and ridiculous, right? But if you look at what he was saying about the government, overreaching their power and stuff like that, it's not as crazy as, the media makes it out to be. But I mean, it sounds crazy saying that, but if you actually go back and do the research on it, it's not that crazy.
No, exactly.
But we don't have enough people pissed off at the government these days. Too many people pissed off at each other.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, they're running. I mean, it's just sort of like, keep the circus running, keep the sports happening, keep the drama on YouTube and Instagram running, keep, distractions. Yeah, just keep everyone distracted, fighting against each other, left versus right, and you jack them in the back, taxes and everything. And the whole point of the whole taxes is basically just take there's two big reasons. One, for most people to have less economic energy, for them to be able to they'll have to stay put and not do things. So if they have less money to spend on, they have less places to go, less things to do, less power accumulated over time. And two, they printed money already. So part of the reasons why they're taxing you is to basically stop inflation that they cause, because they spent your money without your permission, and they need to take some of that money in poorly too as well. Yeah.
And how much of that ended up in Nancy Pelosi's pocket? A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, yeah. I think, who was it? Cameron in the chat said, do you guys think we can get rid of the IRS? No. Like, it's just not going to happen. Right. But I think the one thing Trump has introduced in terms of an idea, I'd say good luck getting this done during his administration. Probably not going to happen, right? Is the introduction of getting rid of federal income tax. The one thing he's good at is thinking outside the box and trying to find money in other places, like, you know, tariffing, you know, foreign countries and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, that'd be great, right? State tax is enough. But the funny thing about taxes is people are so, what do you call it, brainwashed to say like, oh, if you don't pay your taxes, right? Or if you don't, not if you don't pay your taxes, but if you don't do exactly what they say, you know, if you find a loophole, or if you don't, you know, if you try to find something a little bit, you know, around the corner, which is legal to do, right? Not tax evasion, but not tax evasion, but tax, what is that? What's the other word? Basically sidestepping it. Avoidance. There you go. Yeah. Doing that in a legal way is perfectly fine, but they make people feel bad about even thinking about doing that just based on pure education. And so most people are like, so, I mean, it's taking the blue pill when it comes to the Matrix, right? They're so stuck in what the government tells them. And yeah, the government is actually here to help me. And, you know, they think all that stuff. And then, you know, they're so scared to even fight for any of their own actual rights or the ability to maintain, you know, what they built. It's kind of like that meme that I play with the two aliens, right? Like, right. You know, these guys gave all the power back, right? It's like, if you accept ridiculous taxes, then yeah, you know, you're going to get taxed more and more and more and more and more until you end up like Europe, where there's some countries where you have to give 50% of your income to the government. And it's like, then you're an indentured servitude. You're a slave at that point, you know?
Right.
And a slave for no reason because they're printing the money. But, you know, I don't know. Bullshit. Not going to change. The only way it changes is if there's literally a revolution or if there's a change in government power. And that's the only way the United States was created, right?
Right.
So it takes quite a lot.
I mean, they keep fucking around. I mean, like, the youth is getting mad about it. And like the big thing, like the one of the examples I always think of is that in like African countries, right? I forgot the name of this African country where this was happening, where like basically the chieftain controlled the price of marriage, and you could only have sex by marriage. So the price would be so high for so long on, like, basically no one was having sex other than the chief, because he would just, anytime a good looking girl would come up, he would just marry her, and then he was fucking her, and then revolutions were about to happen. So magically the lead guys of all the revolutions, he would lower the price. They would let them get married to a couple of chicks and then calm the whole thing down and then keep it going. Keep the grip alive.
Which country or which area was this?
This is in Africa. I forgot where. It's not the Congo. It was back in the day. This is like some 1970s thing that was going on in a tribe. But like, it was a whole thing where like they would the chieftain would control the price of a marriage, of like the marriage license. Forgot where it is, but it's the same thing too. It's like one way a revolution could happen actually is like, these women aren't giving the kids, and then they're not getting pregnant. They're not having sex with most of the guys. If there's enough guys not getting laid,
yep,
things are going to change violently.
Yep. The other thing I would say is if they ever made the internet closed sourced, or the ability to shut it off.
Ooh, that one right there. Yup.
That would get it, because all of a sudden people would be unplugged from the Matrix, right? They'd be nothing else to do except for be pissed off.
I think that would lose everybody would lose their fucking minds. Like, they shut the internet off. You guys can't have the internet. Oh!
Yep.
That one's
Revolution,
not gonna work.
Day one.
Uh-oh. We took their memes away. To the death. Fight to the death.
Hey, that'll happen in Britain soon.
I know.
Good luck to the true Britons out there.
The U.S. government saw that the UK government was overthrown. Let's not turn the internet off. Let's leave that one alone.
Well, by history, we know that the British citizens don't have the balls to overthrow their own government until they get to another land. So, you know, even though they're getting thrown in jail for memes and shit talking the government these days, I don't think they'll do much.
Yeah, Myron said the same thing. In polyamory countries, young, energetic men with no access to sex will riot. Of course, absolutely. I understand too. I mean, I remember losing. I remember this energy. Like I was telling Kyle about this because I think I've said it to you guys in the past and stuff when I was like, I used to play World of Warcraft. I remember the energy I got. Like, I think I had just turned 19 or 18, and I've been playing it already for 3 or 4 years. And the new expansion came out, like Cataclysm came out for World of Warcraft, and I played it for 2 days. And I remember the guild guy or whatever was like you know how like I think I talked about it, like I was like a 17 or 18-year-old guy playing with a bunch of 30-year-olds, 40-year-old guys, kind of basically losers for the most part. And like basically, the college degrees, not happy with life, married to fat, ugly women. If they were married at all, wearing fedoras,
probably got 3 fat, ugly kids. Yeah,
and not happy with their life. And they were like playing politics, and of course, I knew what they're doing. It's like, Miguel, so you're gonna play tank again, or are you sure you want to play DPS? Like basically, they're trying to roll me out. They're just trying to roll me out of power position. And then I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing, bro? I want to get some pussy. I literally quit that day. I was like, I'm done. I literally, it was a violent energy. I was like, man, fuck this. I literally pushed my decks, like knocked over my computer screen and shit. I was like, man, fuck this. I haven't touched it since. Like, I literally, what happened? I started getting laid. Look at that. It was magic. It was magic. I took all that energy I put into World of Warcraft into fucking going out. And what did I do? I started fucking drinking, going out to clubs, fucking getting, I won't say the illegal parts, but like, started having fun and shit.
All legal. That's what I heard.
Yeah. And like, I said, fuck this shit. Like, it's like I woke up from the Matrix for a second. I was like, wait, this is gay.
And like, the steak isn't that good,
bro. I was done, bro. I was so mad. I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Pivotal moment. Nice. Pivotal moment. I love how that even me as a kid, I was like, these guys are fucking lame, dude. These guys are fucking losers, bro. Like, I was looking into my own future. It's like, if I keep following this path, that's who I will become.
To be honest, I would say most people don't ask that question enough, right? Because that was the same question that I asked when I was in recruitment. I was like, okay, I'm the top recruiter, as an individual, among the whole company and everything like that. Worked about 3 years to get to that point, through various companies and everything. And then I'm like, okay, well, what's next, right? Middle management. Okay, then you get, 3 or 4 people put underneath you. You get, 10 or 15 or 20% of what they make for their bonus, right? So you work a little less hard. But like, that's it, right? And then you look at those people who are at that position and they have a team of 5, 10, 20 people, whatever it is, underneath them, and you look at them, they're miserable, man. They're all miserable. They're like in their mid-40s. This is when I was in my early to mid-30s, right? Like 32 or something, let's say.
Right.
And most of these guys were 42 to 50, right? And every corporate company, when you turn 55 to 60, basically is either going to put you in a contract role, so not full-time, not permanent, one of those two, or if you're a C-level person, right, then you get to stay. But once you turn 60 to 65, even the C-level people are kicked out, right? Or you really have to fight for it to stay at that point. So no matter how good you've been, how amazing you've done, how much money you've made for a company, whatever, right? Even if you become the president and CEO, you're still going to get your ass kicked out and shown the door at some point when you get into your later stage. Versus if you decide to go and do your own thing, start your own business, which takes, to be honest, just as much energy, then by the time you get to that age, you're either going to A, be retired because you made so much and did so well, or B, you're going to have control of your future, at least because you have something that could be a money printer for you that's going to continuously be something that, you can operate as long as you've stayed agile with it, right? So either way, you got to be on top of your game your whole career. So what's the point of giving your life to another person or corporation, doing stuff for other people where they're making way more money off of you than you will ever make off of them? Why do that when you can do your own thing, right? That's basically the conclusion that I came to. So, and if I take 2 to 3 or 4 years or up to 5 years to do that, and I fail, I can come back to the same exact job. The only thing I've lost is, I'm not managing 5 people anymore. I got to work for 2 to 3 more years to get a team. Who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Right? Like zero change.
when you first do it, when you're young, you don't know what you don't know. But like once you escape that whole thing, like I can just come back. I that's one mentality that I've told a lot of guys in Citadel and the crypto mindset courses over the years, as well as you, is that like we get asked this question all the time. This happens in every course. We get asked this every single time. Should I quit my job? What kind of job do you have? If it's a minimum wage job, who cares? Quit it. Who cares? Like, oh no, I can't work at Burger King. Now I have to work at McDonald's. Does it like it doesn't?
But the manager at McDonald's is a total bitch, bro.
I would leave, but the chicken McDonald's might give me some a little leg or something.
Or that end of the spectrum too. Yeah,
I've heard some guys is like, I only took this job because I kind of like the girl that does fries. And the worst place to pick up chicks is a fucking Starbucks, because the best makers in the coffee industry are fucking, they're trans, or they're fucking bicurious, or they got purple hair. Like I don't know what it is about a liberal arts degree, but they make the best coffee on the planet. I have no idea why. Oh no, dude. But if I can give you a little advice, don't fuck a girl that has a fucking nose ring. Just don't do. I'm gonna talk about the one in the middle. I mean, right here are crazy nights, sure, but like I'm talking about the right, like a bull one, right in the center, bro. Yeah. Just walk away. Walk away. I don't care how walk the fuck away. If you can just listen to me on one sage piece of advice, walk away.
A month and then walk away. How about that?
I'm a gambling man, but damn, dog. That's how I can play. Let's play with the loaded revolver, dog. Like, okay, one green flag, bro. I mean, this is personal. This is my experience. But if a girl's wearing hoop earrings to your date, you're gonna fuck. It's very high. I mean, I don't know. I mean, call it what it is and shit. But like,
Hey, shout out to Donovan Sharp. He's called that all day, every day.
It's true. It is true, bro. I thought back and like every first date I went on with a chick and she had a hoop. I'm not talking about these ghetto blasters. I'm not talking about like my cup like that. But I'm talking about like ring earrings. Yeah. It's been like every time. It's within a date. Like either I smash on the first date or by the second. 100%. Like without fucking fail. Like September. Also too, shout out to Gigi. He really popularized this, but like it's true. Butterfly tattoos, bro. They have been dick down so many different ways. You just don't know what. She is lying to you. She is lying. Unless it was like your sister, and then she's like, "Oh, I got this because it's cute," and then you tell her like, "Are you retarded, bitch?" Like
stop.
I saw yesterday this guy at the gym. I literally, my head turned like this. I saw a guy at the gym. He looked kind of normal, but then as I kept looking at it, he had a butterfly tattoo on his thigh. I was like, Kyle,
that gotta be gay. Gotta be gay.
On his literally right there on the thigh. Like it was the weirdest fucking. I was like, I almost wanted to. I should have gone up to the guy and be like, brother, man, can I ask you a question, dog? Like, bro, man to man, dog to dog, not queer to non-queer. Why?
Be like, bro, why did you get a trans?
Tell me, you were in the Marines. You lost the bet. Tell me, like this is the only thing I can think of in my mind. Yeah, I was in the Marines. I got drunk. My fucking faggot friends fucking tattooed a fucking.
Well, you gotta be like, what do you call it? Like, why do you got a tramp stamp? He's like, well, it's not a tramp stamp. It's not on your back. Like, bro, no, it's still a tramp stamp.
But it says steers and queers, and I'm all out of steers. Like,
the funniest tattoo I've ever seen in my life, and I never saw this in person. I just saw it on a TV show. Is a guy from the Navy or something, some military guy.
Always,
of course.
Yeah, Navy's pretty.
Yeah. He had a belly button tattoo, but with a girl.
No,
hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Oh, so God, bad, dude. But so funny.
That is absolutely bad, bro. The other one weird too. I need every time I see it, I'm always so shocked when I see guys with these tattoos. Okay, so there's two of them now. I think I need to put Gary on this one. I don't know, maybe Gary knows the reason why, but like, so there's the butterfly tattoo, right? That's crazy. There's another one coming up. There's moth tattoos.
Really?
Moth. Like, there's no aesthetic. Their moths are ugly. They're brown. They're ugly. There's no aesthetic anything for moths. Why do you? So they're like girls. I'm starting to see girls, and these girls give me vibes that they were trafficked or they were in porn, and they have like, you know, or like they're like, I used to cut myself sort of chicks, right? I've seen girls in this only in Vegas. I haven't seen it in California yet, or it's coming to a city near you. But like moth tattoos on guys. I've actually seen guys in person with moth tattoos. I just always forget because I'm always blown away. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
The difference between if it's a moth or Mothra.
Well, Mothra would be cool. You would understand a Mothra tattoo. I see Godzilla. Godzilla. You know,
you have like Godzilla and Mothra fighting each other.
Yeah. But like, that's not like with. I was like, I'm not saying a djinn, but let's just say a djinn or a holy spirit, a demon, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's a demon possessed. So basically, if you believe in that all outside, is that the butterfly is means that the person is currently possessed or was possessed at one point by a djinn or a demon or a spirit or something and they did a lot of sexual and kind of deviant shit, which makes sense because like people who have a lot of tattoos are high anxiety. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. So you can look it up. It's like, just look up people with tattoos. Are they more high anxiety? Yes, it's true. They are more. They're high. They're much higher in anxiety. Doesn't mean just because someone got a sleeve that means they're a fucking whore. I'm not saying all that, but like people like that are covered head to toe in tattoos and shit. Like,
yeah, they got
unless you're a rapper.
They got some sort of trauma.
Yeah, and it's really, 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 really painful to get these tattoos removed as well. Like it's a huge, it's a nut. So depending on how, here's the fucked up shit is like, if you have a really dark tattoo, you're in for like anywhere from 8 to 11 sessions of laser treatment to take it off. Like Pete Davidson did to himself recently. And he said, damn, that was like, Pete Davidson did it to like, a lot of guys get tattoos in order to fit a certain, a role. Like Rollo says this, Rollo and a lot of people from the original Red Pill back in the day was like, there's something called like A Million Wicked Thoughts. It's like this book about basically they searched up women's porn habits, and essentially what women search is stereotypes, believe it or not. So they like werewolf, lawyer, doctor. It is very like
you know how many losers I saw come to Vegas. What do you call it? That were wearing all cowboy gear and shit because the rodeo was happening. I'm like, half you motherfuckers. Hey,
let's calm down, Charlie. Let's calm down.
Half you motherfuckers live in fucking Seattle or live in freaking Los Angeles or some city, right? You got no like a ranch to speak of, and yet you're coming here for the rodeo all dressed up, you know, like a cowboy and stuff, thinking, oh, I'm gonna pull some chicks or something because I'll look like a cowboy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro.
It's crazy when I think in crypto, every person I know that has hella tattoos in crypto is like a degenerate leverage trader. Like I literally, or they're deep meme coin guys. I've noticed because like they have high anxiety, but they're also people that are they need a dopamine or a serotonin hit really, really badly. So they're the ones that get it's the same thing too in gambling. I know like in the gambling side, like some of those biggest degenerate gamblers are like tatted the fuck up. Now, this is a newer thing because it was very socially frowned upon up until very recent. I would say the last 20 years, it's finally been loosening up.
Yeah, it was when I was in high school that like, oh, you don't have a tattoo, bro? What's wrong with you? Like, oh my God, are you not cool? Like, you're not with it? You don't have one tattoo? Like, when I tell people I have 0 tattoos, like for our generation, right? Yeah. People are kind of shocked. They're like, bro, really? You know, like you don't have one?
Well, in my asshole, but you'd have to find out.
You'd have to work really hard to find that one, though.
It's on my cock, actually. It spells it says BTC, but when it's full out, it says Bitcoin.
Oh, that's good. I've never heard that.
Imagine it says Bitcoin when it elongates. It says Ethereum. Nothing's fucking harder this cycle than Ethereum.
True.
Oh, God. Dude, that hurt. I gave myself a headache with that laugh. Fuck that.
Yeah, this is a problem once you put 2 guys one stream, you know.
The Fed that stole Christmas, bro. Oh, dude, you want to know something that's going viral right now? So you know how they're coming out with the Grinch movie, or it's come out already? I don't know if it's gone out yet, but there's gonna be like a new Grinch movie.
Not with Jim Carrey?
No, I know it should have been. Jim Carrey said he wouldn't do it, bro, because he's like,
the amount of work he had to put into like all the prosthetics and stuff was too crazy.
It's insane. I think nowadays they could probably just do it with like the James Cameron level, where they just put the dots on your face and like which
it doesn't look as cool though. Like it's kind of like you know, the Star Wars explosions. It's like it was cool when they like actually blew up small figurines and shit. You know, so like I think Lord of the Rings was probably the last movie that was on the edge of both sides. It was like technology technology was good enough to have the digital side, so they really like made, you know, Mordor and everything really digital. It was crazy, right? But at the same time, like all the orcs actually had orc things on, and like, you know, everybody actually had physical stuff on and all of that stuff. But when I went to New Zealand, I actually did like a Lord of the Rings tour there, and they like brought you to like different areas or whatever. We went to Hobbiton out in like the fields or whatever, but like most of the backdrops were like completely fake, right? But the people themselves were all like 100%, you know, like costumed out and everything. So it was that mixture of fake and reality that still gave it that realism. When you go 100% avatar, when you go 100% digital, like you can, there's not enough reality to it that like you can feel the difference, you know?
No, I can get that. Yeah.
You got to keep Jim Henson's crew, you know, employed.
Jim Henson. But there's and I'm not saying like nothing's wrong with tattoos, but like I've said it already, there's an aesthetic tattoo and shit. It's like it's so crazy how all the best tattoo areas are high androgen receptors.
Okay.
So basically, so the best tattoos I'm talking on males, but it almost completely applies the same for females. The same. I'm not talking about if you're a person from like Tonga, like you're Tongan, or you're fucking like a Pacific Islander person that has like
it's not like your culture.
Exactly. But even then they have it's part of a whole tribal set. Even if you're Yakuza, it looks really cool when you got the whole full body, but they don't do it that much.
The back tattoos are pretty dope.
Yeah. Like I don't like a partial back. I like if you're gonna go. I mean, it's kind of like do a full piece.
Yeah,
if you're gonna do it. Yeah, it's got to be a full fucking piece. But it is something like
color.
It's this. It's upper chest, shoulders, arms. It's like this, and then even the upper body stuff looks kind of lame unless it's a part of a big thing or something like that. Like a sword down the middle, sort of like maybe like what's that guy? The big
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar has one, but also he's a giant motherfucker. Like, good luck trying to tell him anything. You know what I mean?
No,
Forearms okay. Yeah.
Nobody can say shit to Brock Lesnar. I mean, look at his daughter. His daughter looks like you can break most men in half.
Charlie, I'm gene maxing right now. You know, like you tell my future. No, stop talking about my future.
Be like, hey, Miguel, go for Brock Lesnar's daughter. Hey, there's some gold at the end of that rainbow.
Charlie, I took one for the team, bro. Like my offspring are gonna be fucking geeked, bro. But you know, height mostly does come from the male side, actually, on the genes and stuff.
Like, oh, really?
Dude, there's a big copium in the feminism side that like all women and men are like the sex of the. So this is actually true. The sex of every person on Earth comes from men, not women. So all sperm, like if all right, all sperm from men are female until the extra chromosome is added during the process when the sperm is being created.
Oh, right.
So the sex of the actual person all comes from the men. Period. But that's also another reason why. So men who are on high testosterone, and there's multiple reasons for it. So, and this is where they like Miguel, this is bro science and shit, bro. It's pretty factual. I mean, it's pretty true. So like, okay, so the reason your balls are outside of your body is because you in order to make sperm, it has to be at a certain temperature. This is why you have balls, like, because if you think about it, it's weird. Why the fuck do we have balls outside of our body? It's kind of it's got to regulate the heat. Yeah. TRT men can't. Yes, they can. Oh yeah, that's a complete lie. A ton of bodybuilders have kids. That's complete fabrication. That's a lie. Tons of bodybuilders have kids. Like I've literally never been
without going to the bank before.
Say it again.
Without going to the bank before.
The sperm, yes, you can absolutely. All you got to do is take ACG. ACG. This is actually a hormone they created for women, but actually works for men. That basically it keeps your burn. It basically it's a signal to your testicles to keep making sperm and keep working. Basically. ACG, you would just take ACG. So the whole thing is like, oh, you get on testosterone, your balls shrivel up. Yeah, if you actually surprised if you were to take small amount of if you were just taking TRT replacement, your balls wouldn't get that small. it's when you start going 500 to like a gram of test for a long time, your balls will shrivel up. Yes. You take ACG, your balls stay the same size and bigger. That's it. And then you would still create sperm. And you never, even if your balls shrivel down, you never stop creating sperm. So this whole thing of like, it's just this, it's some shit guy. It's like, okay, tunoclavicular, right? That looks Maxine guy, Charlie, right? Like they were getting on him and shit. Like, this guy's on testosterone, bro. Like, he'll never have kids, bro. Like, do you know how the amount of Americans in the United States that have fucking kids right now that are on testosterone is staggering, dude. It's like, it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I mean, saying somebody's gonna not have a certain thing, like, that's whatever. The only thing with that is like, what do you call it? Just if you're like, to me, I'm like, you're starting that early. Like, I get why he's
doing yeah. That 14 is
you're starting that early on stuff. I'm like, you gotta. There's got to be some disadvantage to that later in life, right? But the advantage now is extremely high. But the disadvantage later, there's got to be some sort of side effect that happens later. That's probably not one of them, or that's not the main one. But like, I don't know what it is later, but there's got to be some sort of cause effect, right?
Yeah, I mean the one. So I don't know. I've never heard clavicular say he can't produce sperm. That'd be, what is he, just coming dust?
Blanks, bro. Blanks.
But the one detriment that could happen to him is because he did it so young, he may have never let his body fully mature, so he may have hurt his actual sperm. So maybe at 14, you really can fuck yourself forever. Because 14, that's insane. Like, even some of the early bodybuilders, they don't get on until, like, I've heard stories where like some of these guys started at 17, but most people, they kind of start in their, like, it's 20 usually when they started like pretty hardcore, you know. It's very, so you take ACG, like what happens is, what you do, like, let's just say you really want to get someone pregnant, right? You basically get off of testosterone, you go on ACG and Clomid. Clomid's basically, it's basically a drug that activates your pineal gland, that helps basically turn on your balls more, so you make more testosterone, and then basically it restarts your whole androgen system. And then basically after about like a 3 to 6 month course of it, you basically can get anybody pregnant for the most part. That's it. I mean, like, it's all been figured out already. It's of course, there's probably 1 in 100,000 or 1 in a million that like they go infertile forever.
Right.
It's very low chance. Now, and like, let's just say you wanted to do this, because I have a family member that did all this stuff. Like they couldn't get pregnant. You know, I've got an older cousin of mine that like they went through that whole process, and it costs like $50 a month to store your sperm. So let's just say you were afraid. You literally could go to a sperm bank, make 1 or 2 deposits there, and like they would charge you like $50 a month to keep it frozen there. You're good, literally. Like, and I mean, that is, I mean, we are going a little like off the beaten path here, but if they can't sleep in there, no, but let's just say you were losing your mind. You'd be like, all right, let me fucking make a deposit in Nevada, let me deposit in Arizona, let me deposit in Miami, and one over here. That's why and then one in Colorado, just in case the fucking earthquakes come and the fucking water gets to the level, so I put it at the top of the mountain or whatever. Like, you know.
But what's the place where they keep all the seeds of like different plants around the world or whatever?
Antarctica or New Zealand? I think it's Antarctica.
Yeah, keep one there too.
Yeah. So you see, and even in Mordor, my sperm is survived.
Cold storage, exactly.
Cold storage, yes. Even, oh my God, like, I trust my semen to Trezor. Trezor is the safest cold storage device.
We made the connection. Okay, here we go.
Back to crypto. Oh, for guys who have just started watching us right now, there was a hack that's happening right now to Trust Wallet. Go to iOS and update your iOS to the newest version of Trust Wallet. What I did is I did have some funds on Trust Wallet. I moved it.
While you do that, I'm gonna go get another glass of wine.
Go for it. Let me share the screen real quick to show you guys the update. Super important for anyone just watching right now. Let me pull it up. There's like 2 of these right here. Let me pull this up for you guys. Very, very important. So far, about like $3 to $6 million have been stolen. Trust Wallet has been hacked. Users reporting crypto disappearing off their wallets. It's mostly for people using the browser extension version of it, so like on their computer. But people have the mobile versions are fine for the most part. But go update Trust Wallet right now to the newest version. Same thing on the mobile, on the desktop version or laptop version or whatever you have. But just in case, I just moved all my shit off of there. to another hot wallet or a cold storage device. I think it was a hot wallet I moved it to just in case, just really quickly, and update the wallets, and then we'll see how it breaks out. And if everything's fine, maybe you can move it back or use it. But, yeah. I don't think it's CZ because they didn't steal enough money. Like, it's $3 million is a rounding error to CZ. Plus, he loses more money by that wallet getting hacked because, like, that's a very bad business move. So I really don't think it's CZ because it'd be a very stupid financial decision for him for that little bit of money. Very stupid. Very, very stupid. Let me see if do I still have the other one? Let me share you the other one real quick. Ay, Dios. Where are we at? I'll have to look it up on Twitter now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Zach ZBT reported a multiple trust wallet experiencing fund drains recent Chrome extension update. So it's a Chrome extension. It's always Chrome. God damn it. Trust wallet confirmed security incident after affecting the 2.68 version. So it wasn't that. So if you got this is another reason why I like iPhones. But still, update to the newest version. Same thing there. Just be careful. Exodus is pretty safe. Exodus is pretty safe right now. Then Exodus gets hacked next. Incredible. That'd be funny. But, this is why we have cold storage devices. But also, like, at the end of the day, we do need hot wallets. Trust is a good hot wallet. So is Exodus. They're catching this early. So, like, luckily, like, I don't think that much money is going to get stolen off of this. But, like, it's probably going to be like, it's probably going to end up if there's some people that slow to the news somehow. It's all over crypto Twitter if you just didn't see it. But they're probably going to steal another, like, 5-6 million worst case. But, like, it's caught fast. So this is pretty cool. Everyone's really getting on their shit fast. So, and Trust is owned by BNB, and Zach ZBT allegedly is being paid by CZ. If you didn't know that, there's a conspiracy theory that one of the reasons Zach ZBT didn't talk a lot about what happened October 10th is because he was getting paid, allegedly.
Yep. I do like that. There's a good conglomerate on crypto Twitter starting to really ask questions about that and make insinuations.
I know. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, trust the process. Guy's writing a story. What kind of stupid ass and fucking dumbass story is this, huh? Where all I gotta do is survive for my whole fucking story. Is there a good time or all of it is fucking bad? What the fuck?
Beautiful.
But the more you know. So, yeah. But yeah, just be careful, you guys. And this is why, like, you don't keep most of your funds on a hot wallet, right? You use a cold storage device like Trezor, fuck Ledger, Trezor. But this is also why we have multi wallets. We don't just use one. We have MetaMask, but we use Trust Wallet, we use Exodus, Trezor, and it's a short list of wallets that I've ever recommended. Just because, like, we used to recommend Ledger, but the whole France moving their headquarters to France was like a huge, like, what?
And the email doxing.
And then all the weird laws that were getting passed in the EU with about cold storage devices and companies, and I know how left leaning and how, like, draconian and fascist they are when it comes to, like, I was like, we washed our hands kind of early of Ledger, early on, but, like, we were like, I mean, I wasn't getting mad if somebody is practicing cold storage, but, like, the first thing that just led me on to, like, let something weird happening with Ledger when they were just adding too many bells and whistles to, like, Ledger Live. I was like, what is all this? And then 2, this is pattern recognition. Some people call it racism, but I started noticing that Ledger was sponsoring a lot of top podcasts, a lot of them. And I was like, this is the same thing BlockFi and Celsius did, and a bunch of other and it just so happens every time I hope this isn't the truth, but, like, it just happens that, like, it's almost like 50% of every, like, it almost seems like something, if a project gets to the point where they have enough money to pump onto every single podcast, every single major, it's something happens always, and not good, so not good.
Yeah. And the other thing that I warned about back in is either July or August, I had an episode with the Q4 warning for the European Union or the EU. And it happened just like the other day. They finally approved the what do you call it? The blueprint for the European Central Bank. They're calling it the digital euro, the digital currency. They're not calling it a central bank digital currency yet. But they're starting to try to pass laws to where individual countries within the EU will be not only forced to use the EU currency, but if they decide to make a local stable coin for a specific country like France, Germany, or whatever, they could basically force it down that country's throat and say, hey, you have to use this. So I got a little pushback on that episode from a couple of moongangers. Well, one specific moonganger that had been watching us from Europe for a very long time, just because they're like, what are you talking about? My home is not this draconian. It's like, no, yeah, your government is more insidious than you've ever even, fathomed, right? I mean, Christine Lagarde is probably, I would say, one of the most not evil, but power controlling people when it comes to money in Europe's history for a very long time. And so, anybody who thinks that they would trust her or the bureaucratic system of the EU over, their own individual country is, to be honest, probably not that bright. But they just passed that I don't even think it was legislation, because they don't even need that much legislation. They could push it through bureaucratically over there. But yeah, it's like, that's the first tipping point, basically. And most people are going to cheer it on until it's too late.
Right. Oh, before I forget, I'm going to have a stream tomorrow with B Roots on his channel. So we'll have a stream. I'll make sure I'll tweet it out and stuff like that. But I think it's at like 12 Central Standard Time. I think so. It's going to be. I think it's going to be an early one. So it's probably going to be like 11 or 10. Yeah, 10 a.m. my time and stuff like that. God help me if I don't wake up, but
I'd be like, to be honest, Miguel, I'd be like, you should push that about an hour forward. No, I mean, you might be able to make it 11 a.m., but making it 10 a.m., bro.
Yeah, it's a little early for me, but it's kind of like, because if not, we have to then do it at you won't have any time, and we have to do it into the new year, and then I know I ain't gonna be able to do it. I won't do it then. So it's like either do it now or it ain't gonna happen. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. So
the Twinkie there says Christine Lagarde probably has a butterfly tattoo. Oh, it's funny.
It's probably a cocoon with a giant hole in it.
Have you ever seen that movie, Cocoon?
Yeah,
dude, that shit's creepy as hell. It's like all those old people going into cocoons to get younger and shit. It's fucking weird, bro.
I probably haven't seen it. No, I remember the name of it, but I don't think I did see it.
It's not as creepy as The Fly, though. The Fly is probably the creepiest movie ever.
Oh, really?
With Jeff Goldblum.
Gotcha.
He goes into a machine and he's trying to engineer himself or whatever, but a fly comes into the machine at the same time and becomes a fly mixed with a human.
Bro, so allegedly, I mean, this is supposedly some breaking news here, man. So Aiden Ross just bought FaZe Clan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So FaZe Clan had this thing where, I guess the original guy between FaZe Clan, he sold another. I think he sold more of his equity, and then the guys who already owned 51% of it decided to increase the amount of profits they were going to keep versus paying besides paying the actual influencers. So then all the influencers in FaZe Clan just left. So I guess he just bought it. He bought it because it was worth not that much anymore. But I'm just saying, I've told you, Aiden Ross is basically new age label, basically. I mean, this is what he's in Clavicular called Aiden Ross first before he called his mom, dad, or the police when he ran. Did you hear what happened with Clavicular?
No.
There's this guy that had been stalking them for about 2 weeks. And he was showing up. He was stream sniping is where people are going live and then they see where you. So let's just say you're in Brickell. Oh, I know where that is. So you run to go. And then, you just do it hey, it's nice to see you here. And you can do that, right? But then there's this guy was acting very weird and threatening towards them. And then even snuck into Clavicular's backyard house and stuff like that. And then was threatening them and supposedly garnished a weapon at one point days before. And then the guy showed up again during a convention and then splashed with water and shit. And then he showed up in the middle of the stream while he was in a Tesla truck and then started jumping on his hood. And then Clavicular, basically just what the fuck? He freaked out, hit the gas, and then ran him over.
Oh, wow.
And then he maybe I think he's in critical condition. He may have killed him, but like, but you know, I don't. You know,
it's like fuck around and find out. It's like play some games, win stupid prizes. That's dumb as hell.
Yeah, so they're saying clavicular caused a vehicular. You know.
Yeah, better lawyer up. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's why he called Aiden Ross to get his lawyers, and then Aiden Ross said, you know, hey, my Jewish lawyers, they don't celebrate Christmas, so they're never off. So like, this, you know, and I've said this before. I'm pretty sure Aiden Ross signed clavicular in the background, and then, you know, yeah, it's
WWE all over again.
Yeah. But he did run that guy over, so that ain't fake. He did run.
Well, no. But I mean, at the same time, like if you interview some of the WWE guys, they're like, no, we're literally slamming each other on the mat. Like, you know, it is real. You know, what do you call it? It is real matches, and there are real people, you know, who want to, you know, win and stuff. So it's like it's a mix. It's reality. The best reality TV, right? Is when the line between what's fixed and what's real is so murky that you can't tell.
Yeah, so this is pretty much what happened here. The guy was like, let's see.
Well, you got 20 cameras outside the Tesla. You got to have like 20 different views of
this.
I
was doing this shit. Look at that.
Yeah, doing that shit, you deserve to get run over. Oh, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's to be honest, the guy was great.
Look at him. Guy covered head to toe. This is kind of like what I call like Little Uzi Vert, like Lil Wayne. Like these are all kids of Lil Wayne in a way, because Lil Wayne was like a super tattooed guy. I'm not saying Lil Wayne did any of this shit, but I'm saying like all the next generation who copied like being head to toe and tattoos and crazy, like wearing these big goofy shoes because they're short. It's like these. Look at these crazy people. Like, I mean, this guy's crazy. He's got a fake fucking. The guy's wearing like a fake watch, covered head to toe in tattoos. Got fake dreads on. I mean, just looking crazy. Look at this. Look at it. Look. Who does that remind you of? An island boy. Literally, these mentally just trying to clout. Like, you know, look at this shit.
Well, yeah. At the same time, you can push it forward for a second. You don't have to keep going. I would say, to be honest, like, yeah, he's in the wrong of jumping on there, but unless you have the best lawyers in the world, you will get some sort of because you can push forward and stop to get somebody out of your way. Like if there's not a group of, like, there's a difference when there's a mob of people. Like if there's 20 people trying to jump your car and stuff, like they're probably not going to go after you for that, right? If you just have to get out of there, it's like fight or flight. But if it's just one dude, right, like, and you push that far, like, to me, that's kind of like, it's like one of those NFL calls where it's like, you know, we got to call New York and see, you know, if this challenge really, you know, if they got the first down or not. And it's like, you know, if you have the best people arguing for you, maybe you get away with it. But to be honest, it's not. It seems like something that he probably would go.
He's going to get
something.
Off. He's going to get off.
I don't know about 100% though. I don't know about 100%.
No, I think he'll make citizen community service or something. But I don't think he's going to go to jail. You know,
the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
You know, so I think he's probably going to get off too. I think he get off.
To be honest, you can't go zero on that equation. You have to go. You have to do some fucking around. You know, it's like just life.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, who knows? But who knows? I mean, people want to see his downfall and shit just because it's like. But like the uncomfortable truth why Clav's getting so much shit is because he said something that a lot of people are trying to run away from and stuff, is like I don't know why it's such a shocking thing. The better looking you are, the better your life's going to be.
I thought that was a normal. I thought that was like common knowledge or acceptable fact.
No, people are like coping about it. One thing he pissed people off about is like having a beard is cope or whatever. Like it's like beards are really good when you like beards are good. If your beard comes in nice, you can shape it. It's really good. It's conceptual. So some people look really good with a beard. Some people look like pedophiles with beards, and other people look better like clean shaven, right? But there's a lot of guys in the social media side of it that are like that. Like it's basically you say one negative thing about how I look, then I fucking must hate you, right? It's all it's all like conceptual, basically, based off of what archetype you're trying to look like, basically, right? Because like, are you trying to look like you're trying to look like Superman? You want to be clean shaven. You're trying to look like some fucking like dangerous sort of biker person. You know, maybe that looks better on you. You're trying to look like a bald, like red pill alpha. You know, the shit that everyone makes fun of, right? Like, yeah, you're bald, and then you got your beard up to here. Like, there's guys that rock their beards up to here, and she's like,
James Harden beard.
Yeah, it's like. Mustache man. Well, mustache. Most guys can't grow a good mustache. Let's be honest.
To be honest, any guys that I see with like those old fashioned like curly fucking mustaches, you know, I'm just like, it looks ridiculous, but I gotta respect it. You know what I mean?
I know. My grandpa used to have one of those, like back in the day.
Oh, really?
He used to have this fucking like bro. It's in me somewhere. Like, you know, it's sort of like, remember who you are. I'll grow it one day. I'll be 40 or 50 with this fucking. I'll rock it for like a year, just so there's pictures out there of me having it.
Or you know, the one that I always respected, no matter how ridiculous it was the movie Wild Wild West. The bad guy in that movie.
Yeah,
he had like a full on beard, but then he would like draw like designs in it.
Yeah, and then that actually they used that guy as a reference for like the. What was the movie about like Candace? Oh, it was like the movie about like the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games bad guys would all have these crazy beard designs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. They would have. It was so ridiculous. It's some of the weirdest fades. Like they would really paint their entire beards up. It's pretty crazy.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's interesting. Basically, it's like you know, it is what it is. But you know.
I was gonna say the chat says Bitcoin's pumping. I look at the chart and it's not even 89K. It's like we've been so used to Bitcoin being at 87, 88K. It goes up 1,000. We're like, it's pumping, bro.
What's at 89K? I mean, that's nice. It's better than it being at fucking 80 or 87, which was like when I started
streaming being at 84. I agree, but it's like a 1% move, bro. Like I'm like, it's not pumping unless we get 5% plus. Like, come on.
Yeah,
but
like I've told the stream, like I'm still in position if I think there's going to be some action in Q1. But I've told people, like, I think it's cooked. I'll tell you guys it's cooked. I'm like, it's over. Then I'll sell and shit, and I'll just buy it. But it won't shake me out of the market. I'll pay attention and I'll buy the new low.
We've been holding 87 to 88K for a month. I would say that's pretty decent.
Yeah. Alcohol kills the dog. Okay. A pump's a pump. You know, it is. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, 1% is not a pump. Yeah. But yeah, something's better than nothing. I mean, look, the institutions are still buying. I think like. There's new corporations coming in all the time to buy more crypto. I think this one just got listed like this. Let me see where it is. MetaPlanet just announced that they're going to buy. They got approved to buy another 210,000 Bitcoin by the end of 27.
Ooh,
that's a decent. There's only 21 million Bitcoin out here.
Yeah, and MetaPlanet started small too, right?
Yeah,
they were starting with like for a corporation, right? They're starting with like $5-10 million buys. Nothing special. They've done it so consistently now that they've accumulated actually quite a lot of Bitcoin. And so it's like, it doesn't sound like a lot, you know, in the grand scheme of things, but they're so consistent that it really adds up.
Yeah. Like people keep asking me about Sonic, right? Yeah. Sonic, if the shit keeps trending, it'll go to 3 cents. If it breaks below 3 cents, it's pretty cooked basically. I think it's pretty cooked. It would take a miracle amount of money to get it, but like they are doing stuff. They're trying to get an ETF. They're based now in the United States. They do have a treasury, but the thing is like, where's the treasury at? And also, there's like $300 million to $400 million is going to get returned from them. That's being held up in like a Chinese court that should be returned to them pretty soon. But like, where is it? And then like, it is what
Good luck trying to pry money out of China. Good luck.
I know. Well, the courts, they took some money of it. They said hey, we got this. We stopped it. We're going to keep like 30% of it. But, it's same times too as like, I mean, I'm not giving it like they did fumble. Like, I mean, there was a lot of voice. Like I think the season 1 was okay. Basically, I think I said this for a long time. They gave too much money to stablecoin holders, trying to give money to, but I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the TVL high enough for USDC to be able to say, okay, we'll give you native USDC, which they did succeed. Which was good. But now season 2, that's what they're talking about now. The new CEO just recently talked about that. Like, if we're going to do another season, we're basically going to give it to influencers on Sonic and people actually liquidity providing for actual real tokens on the platform. And then we're going to give the rest of the money to actual projects. We're just not going to just give all the money just to randos, which is like, well, duh, you should have been doing that the whole fucking time. Like, what, like, duh. But like, you know, the guy that took him to Sonic, he has his work cut out for him because, I mean, he got left a shit show. I mean, even our friend, you know, Drac, he left because he was like, God damn, bro, this is terrible. Like, they're asking me for my opinions and they're not even listening to anything I say. So then why fucking ask me?
Yeah.
And he's like, I was doing so much work in the background to get some stuff done that like I should have just fucking he's like, I just left because like I'd rather put all this work into my own project than fucking putting into shit that I can't even move.
Yep.
Can't blame him. And we're gonna have Drac on, I would say in the new year. I mean, I would say in the quarter one, we're gonna have him on the channel pretty soon. He's working on some really cool stuff for goggles, but like the same thing. If the L1 token, your multi-liquidity pair keeps going down, it will drag your token down. There's no helping that, basically. No, Drac is running goggles full time now. Yes, he is. He left. He was the main. I would say he was the main community manager for all of Sonic. He did it for a couple months, and then was like they weren't listening to any of his ideas or anything. So he said, "Fuck this shit, I'm leaving." Yeah. So.
No, good for him, man.
Yeah. But yeah, let me take this off the screen here. Boom. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull something up on my side, but.
Oh, look at this right here. So like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Never mind. I don't have to pull it up. But like, oh, it was more. It was that crazy. There was more videos of that crazy guy of shit he was doing before he got ran over. Just like more like he was going up to conferences. You know, I think some people are like live in this world like shit could happen to you in real life. Especially imagine doing stupid shit in Florida, bro. Everyone's got a gun, dude. You're gonna get killed, bro. That's super stupid. You don't see too much stuff happening in Vegas anymore because like, dude, everyone in Vegas is so heavily armed. It's not even fucking funny. It's like, we have a gun show every week. There's a gun show or even a local gun show, bro. Like,
the gun show that I saw while I was driving past it last week, it was like it had a sign that said free food.
With the purchase every 1911, you get one free hamburger.
So you get free food just by going there, and then you get with every handgun that you buy, you get a free drink.
I have a lot of free drinks.
And I got a lot of ammo. No.
Exactly. Is radium good to scoop right now or wait? I would I would wait probably right now because if we break down lower, you'll be able to get it at a much better price. We're basically waiting to see if like, okay, we're finally bouncing back because like worst case scenario, we're gonna get an echo pump, which would mean like we pump back up somewhere between like 113 to like maybe back to 126 for a second, or maybe slightly below it, and then we really start crashing. Yeah. And then once we get that confirmation, oh, it's crashing, then you just go into all cash basically. Other than some very long term Ethereum and Bitcoin holds, you're just not going to sell. But yeah, stack USDC right now. I am pumping some money into some meme coins, but these are just minor not minor plays, but like I have some Roy stuff I'm picking up and stuff like that. And but even then, when they pumped up this much, I wait for them to come back down before I buy some more. Basically,
yeah,
like a dead cap bounce. Yeah, dead cap bounce, or maybe we actually finally break up and break past 126, which is possible, actually still possible. And maybe we make a new all-time high of 138, and that could be the top. Or we break up into like, oh wow, maybe we pump up all into quarter one and quarter two, and then then it's over, which would be is very possible still.
True.
Yeah.
Did you go through?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say if you had covered any super chats. I saw there was a couple there.
I covered a few of them. I think I just covered the first one. Not just Ken Rose, man, with the $10 super chat. Felicia Navidad, Miguel, blessings. Thanks for being my weekly therapy. This crypto market, of course, man. I mean, we haven't left. I mean, we said we're not leaving. We're going to be here for you guys. Doesn't matter if it's prices are pumping or dumping. We're going to be here for you guys no matter what. And the bear market, if we go into a bear market, we're not leaving either. So
yep. And why are we doing that? And why do most crypto channels not do that? Right? Because the way we've positioned ourselves is we're incentivized to basically, do as much good for our audience as possible, versus most channels are not incentivized for that. Why? Because who do they get paid by? They don't get paid by their audience. They don't provide a service of any value to their audience, right? They use their audience as liquidity for the people who pay them, which is the leverage exchanges, the centralized exchanges, the shitty projects that they promote, and whatever, right? So we've positioned ourselves in a certain way, specifically and intentionally, to make sure that we try to make sure that everybody in the Moon Gang is as successful as possible, or at least gets as honest of an opinion as possible. Versus most channels, you try to get an honest opinion from, and I would say, you get about 50% of the way there, and the rest of it, good luck.
Right.
And sometimes we're too honest. We say shit people don't want to hear, or we make comments that, I would say some people, might rub them the wrong way, but hey, it is what it is.
Exactly. And we have Chris with the $5 super chat. Man, Merry Christmas, Charlie, Miguel. What do you guys think about streaming GTA 6 when it comes out? If you're fast enough on it, good. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They're actually going to have a really cool, interesting part of it. Like they're going to come out with music on it now, so they're going to have like almost like Fruity Loops in a way, or whatever the hell new streaming. Like you're going to be able to make music while actually playing the video game. Which GTA is probably going to push a bunch of our music artists to go viral off of like you're playing GTA 6 and you start making rap or songs, and it's going to be basically like GTA is going. It looks like GTA is going into like disrupting music industry now, and they're big enough to go viral doing it. So like.
Yeah,
interesting. There's going to be
on the radio when people are driving their cars in the game.
Yeah, and there's going to be like it's going to be the huge. I mean, it's going to be the huge. No matter, I mean, unless they do some horrible stuff like Fallout 76 or some shit like that, where like they completely fumbled the fucking ball really badly. But GTA is not going to fumble it that bad. It's almost impossible to fumble it like Bethesda did. Very stupid. But GTA is going to be huge, and at some point, I would imagine after maybe a couple updates, like somewhere in 27 or 28, they'll have the crypto side of it activated. They're at least going to have payments through it and stuff, their own currency. So it's going to be interesting to see that. It's just will you be able to like cash it out somewhere? Is the point. If they are, imagine all the kids spending all their time trying to get rich in the game. I mean, it's going to be huge. That has the ability to go viral with that, and that'll cause a GameFi to go up. But like we're talking about something in the next cycle. It's nowhere is that going to happen this cycle. Because like even by best accounts, we'll be lucky if we get it by the end of 26, the beginning of the game, and then so it's really going to be going viral in 27 and 28 and 29 for that game. And then the last GTA has been running for like 10 years. So like, it's a long game.
Yeah, probably running for 15.
Exactly. Let's see. I got RS here. I got a lot of ICP now. I'm feeling like an idiot since the project looks flat. What's your ICP prediction? Thank you. I mean, it's fallen down quite a lot. If you're like, I think it does. I think there is something bubbling there on ICP now, finally, because the value of it is going.
Didn't they have like? Did they have a couple of things that were multi-chain or something? I can't remember exactly what they were building.
Coffee AI, and a couple of things like that. So they're investing a lot into AI, but
yeah, it looks like the pump that they tried to create at the end of October, it went from 330 up to like $9, and then it basically now has come back to that price. Like they tried to pump it out of the doldrums, and it looks like it didn't work.
Exactly. Yeah, there is going to be a Trump stimmy check, but I mean, I think there's a cap on how much money you make, so I'm pretty sure I won't get it. So I mean, but who knows? I mean, unless they give it to everybody. If they give it to everybody, cool. But I don't think so. Yeah. But
if I'm looking at the ICP chart, to be honest, it looks like it's at the beginning phase of following IMX and then following ILV. Just saying.
Yeah. But hey, yikes. So yeah, man. If you don't know what to buy USDC. If you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum here, you're buying for more long-term holds. But like even if you bought Bitcoin or Ethereum here and you actually held for many years, I'd be so shocked if you weren't in profit by 28. That I'm not saying like you're going to be like if you buy it now, you're going to make so much money in the next 6 months, but it's more like you got to look at like I've been in crypto 9 years now, and Bitcoin was like $500, Ethereum was like $8. We're talking like we're talking about we're mad about a coin being almost $3,000. We're mad about a coin being fucking 80 grand. Almost 90 grand right now.
Yeah.
When it was $500 like 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
That's not sexy to say that, but like you buy, these are the two best assets. They're the blue chips. Maybe next cycle, once everything's shaken out, maybe BNB's on that place list now as a blue chip now at that point. But there's always the risk that they could take him out because he's not completely allied on the U.S. side. That's always a big. I've always said that's a risk with that coin.
Yeah, I think they've already gone through the biggest risk phase part when he did go to jail. But there can be second helpings of that.
Yeah. Are you getting into? No. So yeah, Michael Saylor's company. I would get it where I would risk reward. I would much like it once I know Bitcoin's really fucked, like really down bad. That's where I'd buy that stock because then I'm like the risk reward rate. Because like if I know like Saylor's company is not blowing up even at like 50K or 30, like there's no way we're going to 30. But like let's say we were at $52,000 or like maybe $48,000. That's where I would buy some Michael Saylor stock.
What?
Not on leverage. Not
whenever
do not buy like levered ETF. There's like a levered version, like 2x, 3x. Fucking you lose your money, bros. Do not do that.
No, any of the digital asset treasury companies, right? They're gonna what do you call it? It's similar to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust last cycle. They're gonna trade at net asset value, above net asset value, and below net asset value at different phases in the market. When they are trading below net asset value, right, and they're hurting, that is definitely the place to buy. I think Kathy Woods bought Grayscale Bitcoin Trust because it was going to get converted into a Bitcoin ETF, which was the first one. She bought that at, I think, minus 40% net asset value. So not only was she buying Bitcoin at 20 grand or less, but then she's also buying 20 grand or less Bitcoin minus 40% because Grayscale basically was that far under at that point. And then when it got to break even net asset value, right, then she's up 40% plus whatever Bitcoin moved at that time. And then when Grayscale shifts into the ETF, then all of a sudden she has shares within their ETF plus the gains of what Bitcoin had. So like it's just a giant W right at that point. So yeah, with any of those digital asset treasury companies, watch the net asset value. And when it goes negative or significantly negative for several months, that's a good time.
Definitely. But yeah, I am going to have a stream on New Year's, you guys. Obviously not at midnight, but like during the day and stuff like that. I'm going to have a stream tomorrow. Are you going to stream tomorrow, Charlie?
No, I think I'm going to be doing some stuff with family. So Friday and Saturday I'm booked. But Sunday we'll do Moon Gang.
Yeah, so I will have my own stream on the 27th, but I will be streaming with B-Roots tomorrow. And then I'll release our schedule. I think Moon Gang my channel or yours?
Yours this week.
Yes. So this Sunday we'll be having Moon Gang on my channel. So we have at least quite a few streams upcoming for you guys. So we're streaming with you guys this whole holiday season. There you go.
Booyah.
Man, get into the Citadel, you guys. I'll try to have guys want me to do a call tonight. I'll see if I can. I will try to do a call tonight. It is Christmas, but but I will see if I can at least do a short call with you guys. I will announce it on the thing, but I'm gonna go watch Avatar.
The new one?
The new one, yeah. It's like 3 hours with commercials and shit. I would imagine it's gonna be like a 4-hour fucking endeavor to watch this thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not jumping on that call, but hey.
I don't know. I'm crazy. But we'll see.
That sounds like the saga right there, yeah.
Yeah. So with that, man, thank you guys so much for joining us, man. Don't forget to join the Citadel, you guys. And we got some sauce coming up for you guys. We'll be having a webinar with the Cash Out course and the Crypto Mindset course very soon as well. So, boom. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, and peace.
Merry Christmas.